Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to TPL Live. It's your boy Dives. Today is our Sixers versus Lakers watch party. Before we get started, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Check us out on Twitter at The Painted Lines. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And check us out on our website at thepaintedlines.com. Tons of content every single day. Joining me today is my man, Justin. You know him on Twitter at J_Persichetti. Justin, what's good, man?
How is everybody doing tonight? Listen, we're in for a nice matchup tonight. For right now, from what I'm aware of right now, I believe everybody is playing. I think LeBron is the one who's questionable tonight, but it's looking like Anthony Davis at least is going to be out on the floor. I am so excited to see the top team in the East face off against the top team in the West. It's going to be a fun night.
This is it, baby. We've been wanting this game all season long. The Sixers starters are 8-0 on the season.
9-0. 9-0.
My bad. The Sixers are the best home team in the NBA. The Lakers are the best road team in the NBA. Something's got to give tonight, but we've been wanting to see the Sixers get a real test. It didn't happen versus the Nets. It didn't happen versus the Nuggets. But here we go. Even the Celtics, Jason Tatum was out. So now we get the best team in the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers. The champ is here to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm jacked. This is just center stage for Joel Embiid to take over the NBA MVP award race tonight. You looked at his last 3 games. Absolutely crazy, like 30-plus points, 10-plus boards, Eastern Conference Player of the Week last week. I'm just so excited to see what this guy can do. What about you, Justin? Are you excited for tonight?
Hell yeah. I couldn't be more excited. Listen, watching LeBron James play, not like let's forget the matchup of both teams right now, but let's just think about the fact that LeBron has been one of the best basketball players in the league, the best basketball player in the league for a long time. And it's so fun to watch him. And it's even more fun to watch him go up against his predecessor in Ben Simmons and to see how Joel Embiid is going to play against Marc Gasol tonight. Yeah. For one, I do want to say I just saw the starting lineup. Officially, LeBron and Anthony Davis are both on the court tonight. It is Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Marc Gasol in the starting lineup for the Lakers. And the Sixers have their normal starting lineup with them tonight as well, with Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and your MVP, Joel the Process Embiid. So it should be a fun night.
I mean, you have 2 very good defensive teams going up against each other. The Lakers are the #1 defensive efficiency team in the NBA. You look at before COVID hit the Sixers, they were the #1 defensive team in the NBA. Let's talk about keys to the game. Then we'll talk about our predictions and stars of the game. I got to go defense. Whichever team here clamps down the most and makes the most buckets, plays in that fourth quarter, I think is going to decide who wins this game. Really, this is the Joel Embiid show. This is Joel Embiid's opportunity to cement himself as the NBA MVP right now, early on this season. What about you, man? What's the key of the game?
Yeah, I think the key to the game tonight is going to be Joel Embiid on Marc Gasol. A lot of times in his career, Joel Embiid does not have very good nights against Marc Gasol. So I'm very interested to see if Joel comes out tonight and is this just a different player this year. We've seen an upgrade in play so far this year. I'm excited to see if it's going to be the same against Marc.
Yep. And how about this matchup? Ben Simmons versus LeBron James. Ben Simmons has won his 4 games against LeBron James. 4 straight games versus LeBron James. You go back to last year. It was one of Ben Simmons' best games of the year. He had 28 points, 10 boards, 8 assists, 4 steals in a 108-91 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. Ben Simmons needs to step up. This is a game that defensively, you're not going to stop LeBron. It's going to be just everyone just throwing yourselves at LeBron and trying to slow him down. But really, this game is another one for Ben, just as much as it is for Joel, for Ben Simmons to kind of shrug off the haters this season because they have been nonstop all year long so far. I'm looking for Ben Simmons to have a very good game today, somewhere in that like 15 to 20 points range, playing all NBA defense and making plays in that fourth quarter. Got any other keys?
I think another big key is us just making shots. We're not winning games if our 3-point shooters are not making shots. So we need to see Seth Curry step up a little bit more than he did last game. Obviously, Danny Green's got to be hitting tonight. Hopefully, Shake can get back into a rhythm. I know he's kind of been out of rhythm in the past few games. So we'll see. And ultimately, Ben Simmons. Got to see Ben Simmons pick it up and see what he brings to this game. A big storyline today has been Ben Simmons and if he's going to get up for this game and if we're going to see a difference in him playing against a team like this. So we'll see what happens.
Dunder Dude says it's going to be very exciting. There are many all-stars in this game. Retweet that comment there. Ivan says, let's go Sixers. Christopher, what's up, man? Nice name, by the way. Says, for me, we need to keep them down on second chance points. They are really good at that. And Dunder Dude says, we can't just be a good fourth quarter team. Need to pass them early and stick with them. Amen, man. Keys of the game. You look at the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, a lot of firepower, a lot of star power, but this is a top-heavy team. You touched on it, Justin. I want to see Shake, Dwight Howard. We know that too much Dwight Howard is a bad thing. Put Dwight Howard on that bench with Shake Milton in the pick and roll with Tyrese Maxey. Let's get that bench going again tonight. I think that could be a very big key to the Sixers this game. So let's go to your player of the game, Justin. Who's your player of the game?
So my player of the game tonight, I think it's easily Joel Embiid. First of all, not having him in last game and just in general seeing how he's going to play on Mark. I think he's going to come to play with some strong tenacity today. Not just because it's the number one team in the West, not just because it's LeBron and AD, but because he's been getting locked up by Mark every time he played them when they were playing the Raptors. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see that tonight.
I'm going Ben. I said this during our the Daily Dose today with Dylan Davis and my man Gint. I was on their show and we were talking about players of the game. You talk about Ben Simmons. He's won 4 straight games against LeBron James. He's had some doozies, man. You look at his performance in 2018, 18, 9, and 8. Then 2018, 27, 15, and 13. Last year, 28, 10, and 8. For whatever reason, we know why. LeBron is Ben's idol and a very close friend. But Ben gets up for these games against LeBron James. 4 straight wins. I'm going Ben Simmons as my player of the game for the Sixers. In the comments, guys, let us know who your player of the game is. We'll put it up here and discuss it. What's your score prediction for tonight, dude?
That's so tough. See, to be honest, it's tough with the Sixers because if being that the Lakers are such a good defensive team, and so are we, it's like the averages are going to be probably a little bit displaced in comparison to what they normally are. I don't even know. What are the Lakers averaging right now?
I have no idea. I don't know off the top of my head. I have no idea. I know.
Well, I'm gonna just give you. What's up?
I know they're a better defensive team than they are an offensive team.
Yeah.
I can look it up. Just give me a second.
Yeah. Overall. I think it's a very good shot that the Sixers can get this game. Especially with our starting lineup out there. I'm not gonna doubt them. I'm not gonna doubt our starting lineup until I have to. Until they lose. Honestly, they have not lost yet. I think having Joel Embiid go down there, Marc Gasol, with how Joel's been playing lately, or this year, I should say, I think it's going to be easier to get open 3-point shots off, and I don't think it's kind of hard for a defense to stop that. So unless Marc Gasol can stop Joel one-on-one tonight, I think it's going to be a pretty good, big game for the Sixers.
Lakers average 114.3 points a game. That's 7th best in the NBA. The Sixers average 113.7, which is 9th best in the NBA, just below the Lakers. Let's look at these comments. Tori says the Lakers won last year with a similar roster construction. Was it simply LeBron? What made theirs work and ours not? Was it simply LeBron or deeper than that? I mean, the Sixers are playing pretty well this season. Without COVID, the Sixers are undoubtedly one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. But it's very early. It's very early.
Something I want to say to that comment real quick. Actually, can you bring that back up for me? The Lakers, they wanted a similar lineup to ours actually that we have this year. I would actually argue that it wasn't as similar. We have a lot of 3-point shooting on this roster. Last year, honestly, the Lakers realistically it was KCP and Kyle Kuzma got better as the year went on. Avery Bradley was with 3-point shooting for them. They were more based off just being a defensive juggernaut when it came to having Alex Caruso out there, Avery Bradley, KCP plays hard defense, Anthony Davis, and having that rotation of Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. I would argue that our lineup is a little bit better when it comes to the in and outside play. But was simply LeBron. I think the reason why their team was so much better last year was because they were so deep at that big man spot. So if they went up against a bigger team or a team like ours last year, that we probably would have struggled last year going up against them if we made it that far into the playoffs. But yeah. So I think last year their roster was deeper than LeBron. I think it had to do with a lot of defense, and that's how they won a lot of their games.
The Yams of Monte Cristo says, I'm dwelling a little on the Pistons game, not so much the fact they lost, but the fact they sat Joel again. I think momentum and holding on to the 1 seed is so important. It doesn't happen if they sit Embiid every 4 or 5 games. I hear you, Yams. It leads to very boring watch parties. I'm not going to lie. That Monday game, I literally got a headache watching it. It was a really painful game to watch. Really, at the end of the day, if Joel Embiid is healthy, I don't give a damn about the MVP. Yeah. I'm talking about championships, and that's really what it matters. Embiid and this starting 5 being healthy in the playoffs. That's it, man.
And also, I don't think it's the Sixers that sit him in that position. I think it's ultimately his decision in a little bit. And I honestly think in a lot of ways he's trying to understand his body more than he used to. Because in past games, he probably would say, you know what, no, I want to go out there, I want to win, But like, he's got to make sure he's taking a very calculated approach with how his body's feeling, especially after he had that hard fall the game prior. So I wasn't surprised at all by him sitting that game, to be honest with you. I think everyone kind of expected it.
Williard says it's time to trade for Beal. Simmons is holding us back offensively. Man, just every time, every time, it just is like clockwork.
I will say, I think he does in some ways hold this team back offensively, but offensively when it comes to scoring, if you want to say, okay, I want a point guard that scores, sure, I can understand your argument that way. But if you're going to sit here and tell me that all around, like, trading Ben away and bringing in Bradley Beal is going to make this team better, ultimately, I'd kind of disagree with you. I think Ben Simmons being out here with his playmaking to all the 3-point scoring we already have, plus the defense he brings to the table, a 1-for-1 deal with that just doesn't make that much sense to me.
Right. There's no doubt Ben needs to get better offensively. What he does defensively goes under the radar, and Doc has him doing so many little things this year that do not go into that box score. John Reduce says score prediction is 115-113 Sixers. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. If we get a game like that tonight,
you're going to be muting me for sure.
We're going to be muted for sure. That's going to be a lot of fun. I purposefully am not working until noon tomorrow. So we're going to have some fun tonight for sure. And by the way, we've got Tiago coming in for our post-game show tonight. When the clock hits 0, we will do a post-game show on a different link. I'll provide that link in the second half. But Tiago's joining us today, one of the best minds on Twitter, @TScabia. So good when it comes to basketball. Let's go to some other comments. Williard says, tonight is why you'll see why you need a Bradley Beal. Simmons is just not a second scoring option. I put a comment in there. I don't think anybody sees Ben Simmons as a second scoring option. We actually have seen this year who has the top 2 usage rates on this team. It's Joel Embiid and it's Tobias Harris. Mm-hmm. And you're seeing this offense slowly evolve into that 2018 Los Angeles Clippers offense, where Tobias Harris, the ball is going through him or a 2-man game between Seth and Joel.
Yeah. If you're gonna sit here and actually watch the Sixers, if you're watching the Sixers play basketball and you think that Ben Simmons is the second scoring option, I don't know what you're watching. I would say he's like fourth out of the starting lineup right now. Behind the only one being behind him would be Danny Green, because, like you said perfectly, it's Joel Embiid, it's Tobias Harris, and Seth Curry. There's their first three options, and it's pretty blatantly obvious to me. Yeah. One thing I want to say, because I'm seeing in the comments people talking about, I think Willard. Where do we say this?
Ooh, comments are flowing tonight, guys.
Yeah, they said. I think he said Morey already tried to trade Ben. Morey already tried to trade Ben for a guy like James Harden. Bradley Beal is not the same playmaker James Harden, and he's not the same scorer when it comes to driving to the basket. He is and don't get me wrong, Bradley Beal is a beast, and I would love Bradley Beal on this team. I'm just saying, if you're giving up Ben Simmons, you need to have a guy who can play that legitimate point guard spot, and that is James Harden. So that's my point with that one.
And just Christopher, if hold on, if you saw that Raptors series against Kawhi Leonard, there's no way that the Raptors and Sixers go to 7 games in that series. It was because you had Ben slowing down Kawhi Leonard, who looked like Michael freaking Jordan in that series.
He really did
as best as he could, and that's something you're going to need come playoff time when you go against Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum. The list goes on and on and on.
Let's not forget about James Harden, and now he's on the Nets.
Crazy. It's crazy. So hold on. All right.
You're good. So, guys, what we got Willard saying Willard versus the world tonight. That's amazing. Willard says Tobias Harris is not a second scoring option on a championship team either. My point is we need a true second option. Willard, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I really do have to disagree with you. I think Tobias, if he was the only other scorer on your team, then yes, I would be a little concerned about that. But the fact is that yes, he's the second scoring option if you want to count the amount of points he's getting, the amount of shots he's getting, but he is not just having to create for himself as the second scoring option. A lot of his points are coming from assists. They're coming from people passing out to open shots. They're coming from easy driving lanes. It's not like we're talking about him being the second scoring option when you're talking about the Brooklyn Nets, who it's like James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, who are all dribbling the ball and having to create their own shot. Second scoring option, what we're trying to say is just the second guy who is getting the points. He is scoring the ball. Doesn't necessarily mean he's creating his own shot.
Yeah. Tobias Harris has been terrific this year, especially defensively. Defensively, he has been absolutely a breath of fresh air over these last 2 years. So as a scoring option, I think he's completely fine. He's averaging 20 plus a game in January. He's at 40 plus % from 3, 40 plus % in the catch and shoot. He's been terrific defensively. I talk about on Monday night, this guy's defense, 62.5 defensive rating during clutch situations for Tobias Harris. The clamps, he's been absolutely terrific during crunch situations. And joining us today is the man, the myth, the legend, the host of the Feed to Embiid podcast with Brock Landis. Follow him on Twitter at NBA Crow. Austin, how you doing, buddy?
Well, that was quite the convenient introduction, just going right into it.
Can't hesitate, man. You must never hesitate.
Yep.
How you doing, dude?
Not bad. Just gearing up for another classic showdown.
What's your key storyline to this game, man?
I think an underrated sort of facet that I'm looking at is like what Doc has been doing with like defensively. Like, is he going to be a roamer? Is he going to actually be assigned to LeBron? And then also like with Joel, can Joel finally figure out how to play against Marc Gasol? Emo Krell, that's right, Marky.
So Krell has the bright lights on like this game against the Lakers. This game is center stage.
Now we're getting brighter.
who's the game bigger for? Is it bigger for Ben Simmons to shake off the haters, or is it bigger for Joel Embiid to cement himself as the lead candidate for MVP?
You stumped them.
Yes.
I would say this game will probably go a long way with I guess the attention around the league that Joel gets. I also think that this game could like help boost Ben's trade value if that were to be a thing down the line, because it's a nationally televised game. It's 7:30 on a Wednesday. A lot of teams, if they're not playing their own games, they're probably at home watching these games. So this is a good opportunity for them to showcase Ben. Also a good opportunity for Ben to say, like, I am
a beast.
star. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something I wanted to talk about a little bit, was specifically Joel Embiid in this game. And you brought it up, and I had mentioned it earlier, how he has struggled against Marc Gasol in his career so far. Do you think that struggle had to do with something with something specific, or do you think it's a different mindset? Like, how do you think he's going to come into this game against a guy who's really stopped him a lot so far in his career?
So I think it's just like a certain type of physicality that's always kind of been a problem for Embiid. Like guys like Al Horford, guys like Marc Gasol, even like Aaron Baines to some extent, like just random guys. Well, not random, but like just more physical kind of brute force type bigs are the ones that typically give him problems. Not Andre Drummond.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas. Yeah,
dude, that guy kills Embiid.
Yeah. So I mean, it just the more physical types tend to be the ones that he has problems with, and then once they get him off to a cold start, he's had a hard time historically heating up. But not only is this like a big test for the Sixers in that it's the defending champions and they've had kind of a cookie cutter schedule to this point, but also, this is a big test for Doc Rivers. What if Joel comes out, starts at 0-5? How do you get him engaged? How do you adjust to get him engaged? Do you go to those delay actions, or you get him in the middle of the floor? And it's that way he can sort of avoid the post and not get trapped by the baseline. Those are all things that you have to sort of look at if you're Doc. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they show a couple like new sets they've been working on in this game. But I think largely this is going to be a battle of titans. I kind of think like everyone expects a defensive game. I think it's going to be more offensive, just because early season Lakers don't really have much to prove. The Sixers are going to be the Sixers, I think, have a more natural trust in their defense than they do their offense. So in that sense, I think it's going to be out guns coming out hot and everyone locked in.
Let's talk about score predictions. Cam Labarge says it's 100% going to be a super close game. I'm going to guess Sixers win 106-105. We had a score prediction before that. I think it was a 2-point Sixers win. I was on the Daily Dose earlier with Dylan Davis and Gint. I was in that 118 to 115 range. I think it's going to be more scoring, like you said, Austin. Did we get a score? No, Austin. What's your score prediction?
The Sixers always come out for these like primetime nationally televised games, and they play pretty well. This Lakers team is better than last year's team was. I think it's going to be like 117 to like 108.
Okay, very cool. What about Justin? Did we get your score prediction?
No, he did. It's so hard for me to sit here and say scores, especially in this game, like like a game where it's literally both the best defenses, like two of the top 10 offenses in the league. It's so tough because they're so close. I'm gonna say probably about 115 to 118. Not sure who's gonna win it yet.
Oh my God, that was my score. You can't take my score.
All right. 120 to 117.
All right, I like it. Yeah, Ben shows up against LeBron. He's won 4 straight games against LeBron James. Has absolutely 3 of his best career games against LeBron. It's center stage, ESPN. I expect that's my player of the game.
I'll bet you this. I'll say this. I'm pretty confident that LeBron is gonna, or LeBron basically there's gonna be a possession at some point where LeBron is on Ben and he's gonna back up like all the way down to the block.
Yeah.
Basically, tell Ben like, you better shoot this. And Ben's gonna be forced to take a 3. We'll see how it goes, but
I actually completely agree with that. Every time he has played against Ben Simmons has played against LeBron will literally sit like at the restricted area. Like he'll literally sit right in front of there. And now more than ever, I would expect him to shoot that shot. So I definitely don't disagree with that one. That's a good thought.
Vasilio says, I think it's going to be a lot of defense. Mark says the second unit needs to outscore the second unit. Major key. That's something we talked about when we got started here tonight. Nasty Nizzle 610 says Mike Wilbon just said his Sixers are favorites to come out of the East, and Stephen A is losing my mind. I am not watching that. That is awesome. I can't wait to watch that when the game's over.
See, here's the thing. Every time we're favorites to come out, I get scared. Because didn't they say that last year that like, oh, the Sixers are going bully ball. Mm-hmm. They're my favorites to go out of the East, and then we literally were like 6th in the conference.
There's only one opinion I pay attention to.
Who's that?
My own.
I thought you were gonna say me.
I thought you were gonna say like some actual national analyst, and I was gonna be like, wow, you pay attention to one of them. That's surprising.
Well, no, first of all, rude. Second of all,
what?
I think you're gonna say like some national analyst. Like, oh, okay. I'm gonna say probably Zach Lowe is who I listen to.
Okay. Mark Wanger says 132 to 126 triple overtime. Dude, I would die. I don't know if I'll be able to make it through this watch party. And he says Sixers win there. Steven says 110 to 105 Sixers. Vasilio says if it's 3 overtimes, I'm crying. 100%.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna like. Here's the thing. I already know this is gonna be a stressful game, like throughout it. And so if we went 3 overtimes, I might actually have a heart attack. I might actually have a hard time.
Yeah, that would be something absolutely crazy. All right, Austin, where can we find you, and what do you got going on, man?
You can find me in your local dumpster. You can find me on Twitter at NBA Krell. You can find me at thepaintedlines.com, where I cover the Sixers as a beat writer. And then I am also available through Last Out Media, where I write a weekly column that, if you ask me, is pretty fire. But
if you ask me, it's pretty fire, because I write it, and you should go. And yeah,
you might just learn something.
Any final thoughts on this game before tip off, dude?
I'm getting a weird like Oklahoma City 2017-18 vibe where it was like triple overtime. Joel plays like 49.
God, please no.
Joel plays like 49 minutes and then he like hurts his back and is out for 5 games. I'm getting that kind of a weird vibe. We'll
so you're getting the vibe that Joel Embiid's going to get hurt tonight? Is that what you're trying to say?
I put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
My goodness. Vasilio says I'm 15. I'm going to die from this game. Dunadu says, he asks, is the dumpster next to Wawa? If so, I'll be there in 10.
Dumpster is behind a high school on prom night.
I'm checking into a mental institute if it's triple OT. And Ian says, tonight we see who the MVP is, LeBron James or MVP Joel Embiid.
Ian, listen, we like you. I like you, my guy, but don't fall into the trap of the narrative that the national media is spitting out there right now. Whoever wins tonight is not going to determine who the MVP is of the league. But I will tell you right now, whoever wins tonight is that you're going to see that all over the media tomorrow, who the MVP of the league is. So don't you worry. It's
going to be everywhere. And if Ben Simmons has a bad game, get ready for that too, because it's is going to be everywhere, and we have to deal with that all the rest of the week. And I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I have the courage to stand up for Ben again and again.
Well, I'll tell you what I won't be doing. I will not be listening to any of the local radio stations.
No.
If Ben posts like 5 points, 24 assists, and 8 rebounds, like I guarantee I won't be listening to any of those channels. But.
Absolutely not. Marky215 says it's a statement game. It's a statement game for Ben. It's a statement game for Joel. The Sixers haven't had any tough competition this season. This is their first real test. Their starting lineup is undefeated. It's the best road team versus the best home team. This is as good as it gets, man. This is exciting. This is very, very exciting stuff. Who's your player of the game, Austin? Did we get your player of the game?
Vincent Poirier. Nah, I would. I think it's probably going to have to be Joel. I mean, you're going to need your best player to step up. I think Ben has to step up too. I would love to see Ben just sort of get back to that downhill version of himself, where what he was doing in the Boston second game and the first Detroit game. I mean, just get him back to that. As long as there's no foul trouble, I think the Sixers, have a sizable chance of winning this game.
Awesome. All right. I guess we'll let you go, man. That is the NBA Krell on Twitter. Follow Austin. Check out his on Twitter. Check out his podcast, The Feed to Embiid, at The Feed to Embiid on Twitter. Awesome NBA Sixers chat with Brock Landis. Thanks for joining, Austin.
You can find me in the dumpster.
Find me God. Austin writes recaps of the Sixers games literally like probably 10 minutes after the clock hits 0. You can find the recap at thepaintlines.com from Austin. Amazing stuff. We have Coyle joining. What up? What's going on, Coyle? What's going on, man? And Ian says 94 WIP is going to have a day tomorrow. Does anybody really listen to 94 WIP? It's like for real. Like
I actually, my dad listens to it. I told him, I'm like, dude, why? I said,
of course.
Why?
It's an old school type of radio station.
I mean, my dad's only like 43, so but I don't know. I told him, I'm like, at least listen to 97.5. Like, at least listen to them, because like at least you got Ty on there, who I think has some very like sensible points.
There's no one on 94 WIP that I'm rushing to listen to hear basketball talk, man.
Definitely not.
They're all about clicks and attention seeking, and I can't handle that. I can't handle 94 WIP. All right, guys, we are getting ready for tip off. It is about 5-6 minutes away or something like that. What's your vibe?
We got about 10 minutes, I think.
What's your vibe? Are you guys excited for this game? Are you feeling good? Are you nervous? Are you more excited? Are you pumped? Are you shitting your pants? Let us know in the comments. This is great. This is the biggest Sixers game in a long time. We have Rob saying, "Boys, I miss you. Keep killing it." What's going on, Rob? Miss you, man. Love you, dude. Henry says, "Hello. What's going on, Henry? Thanks for joining." Dunner Dude's hyped. Dunner Dude is hyped. And Steven says, "Spike S could ruin WIP." There is certainly a school of the take when it comes to WIP, and they absolutely nail it. If that's their avenue they're going, they have absolutely nailed it, and it gets attention. However, you're not going to find that here at the Painted Lines. You're going to find rational, logical basketball talk based on facts, on data, and we're never ever going to give you that like hot take that you'll find over at 94 WIP. That's something that I think is complete garbage. It's not my thing. It's not my shtick. And you could do that and have fun with it, but I just disagree with it wholeheartedly. It's not real basketball talk.
Well, we got Pedro here with us tonight. What's up, Pedro? How you doing?
He's from Brazil, right?
Yep, we got the Brazilian.
Yo, Brazil
is in the building.
What's up, Brazil? What's going on, Pedro? Ian says 97.5 is the best. I listen to 97.5.
Ian, in all reality, the Painted Lines is the best. Come on.
Come on.
You're not watching 90. You're not listening to 97.5's pregame show right now. You're listening to ours. Come on.
Steven says no Joe Giglio's here.
The only Joe Giglio we got here is Rob Lange.
I know. We've been trying to set that up between some sort of debate podcast show between Joe and Rob, and that would be absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Henry says we need LeBron. We need to guard LeBron in doubles and let AD beat us.
You want to let AD drop 50 on you? I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
I think you gotta stop the supporting cast. I don't.
Yeah.
You're only slowing down AD. You're only slowing down LeBron. I think we need to really D up on Schroeder, D up on KCP, guys like that. Make that supporting cast fight for everything they have. And the Sixers bench really needs to step up tonight. We need to see Shake, Tyrese, Korkmaz needs to hit a few threes. Dwight Howard needs to be better. No fouls, no turnovers. Dwight Howard in the pick and roll with Shake, and Shake getting back to that January Shake where he was averaging 20 plus a game and his like 70% true shooting percentage was astronomical. And then he kind of cooled off over the last few games. So we need to get that Shake back. The Sixers bench really, really needs to step up tonight. Pedro says, yes, Brazil. RJ2K says, forget about Embiid tonight. Tonight is a Ben Simmons type of statement game. Yep, I went with Ben for my player of the game. Ben has won his last 4 games against LeBron James. Has had really, really crazy games. You look at 2018, 18, 9, and 8 in a win. You look at another game in 2018. He had 27, 15, and 13. And then 2019 kind of cooled off a little bit, but it was a 23-point win. And then last year, 28, 10, 8, and 4 steals. Ben Simmons gets up for these games against LeBron James. I went with Ben for my player of the game for sure. So Steven says Lange needs to show his face tonight. I agree. Come on, Rob.
Go at him on Twitter.
Yeah. Voice of the people needs to be here. We miss him so much. We need to get out of this game healthy. 100%, man. 100%. This is going to be a wild, wild game. I think a lot of people are picking the Sixers to win here. However, if this was on the road, I might flip that for sure.
Yeah.
So, like I said, however, this is the best road team in the NBA. They're looking for the 11th straight road win. Just crazy.
Something I want to talk about real quick is I know you were talking about Shake Milton needing to step up and like getting back to his early January numbers. I do think there's a good shot that this team starts getting back into a groove starting tonight. Just because this is going to be one of the first games where we're going to have everybody back again. I think there's a good shot that we start having a rhythm come back in. Even if it's not today, I think it's going to start coming soon, especially with that bench now that it's a little bit more solidified. Especially with Seth Curry back, now that Maxey and Shake get a little bit more time to marinate down there on the bench.
Let's get that ball moving, man. Let's get that ball moving. The Sixers starters are 9-0. They're playing tonight. That's been the biggest and most fun thing to watch about this Sixers team is guys get open looks. We're seeing whether it's Ben finding the open shooter or the 2-man game between Joel and Seth and guys just getting open looks again and again, good looks. That's what I want to see tonight. That's something that has also fallen off a cliff because of COVID. But when this team plays well and at their best, they're limiting turnovers on that starting lineup. They're hitting threes. The spacing is terrific. Ben's getting to his spots. Joel Embiid has tons of space to operate down low. The inside-out game is terrific, and that's what we need to see tonight.
Yes,
Rohan says, why are the Sixers a bad road team?
I can answer this if you want real quick. I feel like last year, I have no idea. But this year, a lot of it has to do with the fact that on our road trip was like probably the worst kind of basketball team in the league, considering we had like nobody because everyone was out with COVID protocols. So I think most of those losses do have to do with that. And one of our home losses has a lot to do with that as well. So I don't think we're necessarily that bad on the road. I just think it has to do with not having our team on the road.
Yeah, nailed it. or it's like a back-to-back, and
Exactly.
like death taxes and the Sixers losing in a back-to-back. This is terrible. It's terrible. Let's go on to, Henry says best home team versus best away team. Kobe tribute. My goodness, man.
Yeah.
The Kobe thing really hit me yesterday. Just as a father, I have a young daughter, 18-month-old daughter. That's everything I want to be, man. I want to coach her. I want to play basketball with her and teach her the beauty of basketball. Just seeing Kobe and his daughter together on a court, it just rips me apart on the inside. Quick take on Kobe. Then I'll go. Then you can go. I hated playing that guy. That guy. That Mamba mentality, that competitive spirit is the biggest thing I'll ever forget. I'll never forget about Kobe Bryant. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I've talked about this with everybody on stream and you before, but I didn't get to watch Kobe. Like, I didn't watch basketball then. I mean, I saw him a little bit right at the end of his career, and I've watched a lot of highlights on him. And from what I could tell, he was an insanely good basketball player, and I love watching him play in that respect. Something that I got to witness like firsthand, and I got to see rather than his basketball was the way he was treating people off the court and what he was doing outside of basketball. And that's honestly what hits me hard, and what hit me hard when the day he passed was that's what I thought about. I thought about everybody who was going to miss out on his knowledge and everything that he was putting in to women's basketball, everything he was putting in with his kids, and just in general. He was not just, and I said this to a lot of people, but he's not just a great athlete. He's a great person, or was a great person. And that showed in any public event he had, anything he posted online. You could just tell. It rubbed off on everybody.
Chris Dunn says, rest in peace, Kobe, best ever played. Marquis says, Philly native, Lakers legend, Kobe beating Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and the 7 other people. Damn, Philly played LA at the same time last year. Do you remember that? Like,
yeah,
dude, they played, and LeBron James broke one of Kobe's records.
I want to say it was his points record.
Was it his points record?
I'm pretty sure.
The next day, I remember I was literally at work, and I just called off, and I just went home, and I'm not even a Kobe fan. I've never been a Kobe fan, but just knowing his impact on the game, it just broke my heart. And
yeah,
oh my God, man, just ridiculous. Steven says, I just want my kid not to be the freaking end of me. So that's where we're at. Steven says it was the points record. Henry was at the game last year.
Wow, that must have been awesome.
Let us know your thoughts. What was that like? What was the vibe?
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, obviously that it was before he had passed, so yeah, I can imagine it wasn't as like. It was just probably cool witnessing LeBron do that, but like that in all was like the most insane thing to me was that it happened literally the morning after. Like, I don't know. Like when I saw that because I first saw it on Twitter, and when I saw it, I was like, nah. I was like, no way. Like, there's no way. It's TMZ's bullshit, and that's literally was my first thought. And then I kept looking around, and I was like, hold on. There's more people saying this. And I think for about like 45 minutes, like people were still like uncertain.
Yeah.
Until someone legit finally came out and said, no, this is real. It's just like, wow. Like I don't know. That guy, I'm not gonna lie, I don't cry over athletes often, but I literally cried that day over that.
Steven says it was the points record. Nasty Nizzle agrees. Passed him third all time on the scoring list. Chris Dunn says, my claim to fame is Kobe breaking his nose on a dunk in high school. It was a bloodbath. That is awesome. What a cool story. Not about your nose, but that's pretty cool. I would be pretty proud of that.
Oh my goodness.
James says, random question. Where does the name Painted Lines come from? What an interesting question. All right, so we when we started out, we were Sixers front office. We did that. We just kind of like went out the gates, just talking clearly just about Sixers basketball. It became kind of popular, And then we became Philly front office. Oh, the Sixers contacted us, like, by the way, you can't do that. Our website was literally Sixers front office. Then we became Philly front office. Then we like started talking about Phillies and all this different stuff. And then we started to have other like podcasts like A Pod Has No Name and Suit Up, which I host. And it was about movies and TV shows. And we're writing all these different and podcasting on all these different things other than sports. So then we rebranded and became the Painted Lines. And it's really just meant to be like, you don't want to box yourself in. The Painted Lines you can find Painted Lines anywhere on a field or metaphorically. And really the point is, don't box yourself in. We didn't want to box ourselves in when it came to Philly sports. We wanted to be more than just Philly sports and talk about NBA or talk about comic book movies or talk about novels, which I'm reading a Star Wars novel. We're going to do some chapter reviews on it. But that's kind of where it came from. So it was kind of just a little general term just to kind of expand the name. So here we go. Game time.
Now you guys know the secret. By the way, to start the game, they got Ben Simmons facing off on LeBron James. So that kind of surprised me. I kind of expected them to wait to do that till the end of the game. But they have Anthony Davis guarding Tobias Harris. And oh my goodness.
You'd love to see that. Ben immediately going after LeBron James on the first offensive possession.
I'm not going to say it. The first two offensive possessions.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Who
sir.
is my player of the game?
I don't know. I think I said it was. I think I said mine was Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Okay.
You definitely said Dwight Howard. That's who you said.
Get it, Ben? Yeah, Dwight Howard. Get it, Ben. Let's go, baby. Ben is off to a terrific start.
LeBron is sitting at that about at the elbow right now, for while guarding him.
Killing me, bro.
I'm sorry. It's hard not to get excited. Oh my goodness. Listen. Tell me when you're caught up.
Danny Green for 3. Let's go.
Yes, sir. See, here's the thing. Is if we can start out to this hot start and get a decent lead, I actually have a strong feeling we can win this game, purely based on the fact that I think our bench depth is a lot better than theirs.
Uh-huh.
And mind you, our bench is very young. I still think we have a shot at playing pretty well, just because like now this year we actually have a post presence, like when it comes to getting rebounds and playing post defense in that bench lineup.
Yep. Sixers up 7-5, all 7 points from Danny Green and Ben Simmons. I'd love to see that. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
This is what we need.
Yeah. Big body.
There's that Tobias misses kind of an easy layup there, man. Got to finish that.
Jesus Christ, though.
Jesus, LeBron.
LeBron is bullying, just running through people, man.
And so is Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Ben's doing it too, but LeBron's doing it on a little bit more of a consistent basis right now.
Oh, nice pass by Gasol.
Dude, LeBron is watching Ben just like do something, and he just going right back.
This is like a playground game.
Yeah,
like a pickup game. Like, love it.
Mm-hmm. Dunder, it's okay. So is Dibes.
Dunder says, "Man, I'm behind." Ben Simmons has 6 points. He's 3 for 3 from the field so far in 3 minutes. 6 points in 3 minutes. Man, this is the Ben we're gonna get tonight. That's gonna be truly exciting.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I don't know. if this is the Ben we're going to get all game, just purely based on the fact that it has been consistently Ben will try to get his own, like the first like 3 possessions, and then it kind of dips off. So we'll see if there is a change there. But that's what I've see. Yeah.
There's that Marc Gasol thing. Marc Gasol has 5 points in 3 minutes. Joel Embiid only averages less than 14 points a game against Marc Gasol in his career.
Yeah, but I think some of that has to do with the difference in offensive scheming for when we would play against him with Brett Brown. A lot of times Brett would start Joel off with the ball at like the top of the key and then would basically have him like try to back him down. What you're seeing, at least in the beginning of this game, or what I'm seeing, is on Joel's post up, he's bringing it, he's getting positioning and then getting the ball instead of the other way around.
Nice little by Joel Embiid's first take. Good, nice little mid-range shot.
Yeah.
Love it.
Are you noticing that too? You're seeing like he's getting positioning first right now rather than waiting till he has the ball.
Well, and he's just quicker with the ball. Like you see Tobias, you're seeing that with Joel. They're just quick. Joel reading the double team. They're just quicker. Oh my gosh, LeBron is just going off right now.
Well, I would say with
oh my god,
I would say with Joel reading the double team, he's also like he's going at it in a different way. Where before, when he was reading the double team, he was kind of trying to dribble away from people. Now, instead of doing that and trying to dribble and pass it one-handed, he's holding onto the ball, ripping through the double team, and then finding somebody to pass the ball to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's no
it's more efficient in the post that way.
Yeah, there's much less wasted time. Joel Embiid's not waiting for people to move. He gets the ball and gets his set, like and move and goes.
Yeah,
you see that with Toby too.
See, this is one thing that you're going to see different. The way the Sixers are playing this game in comparison is the Lakers. The Lakers have a legitimate guy, big man on their team, and Marc Gasol, who can stretch the floor for them. So they're going to have to stretch out the defense a little bit more than they usually would rather do. And I think that's why you're seeing LeBron get very open looks at the basket, because Ben has to guard out on LeBron out there, but Joel also has to guard out on Marc Gasol as well. So he can't cheat in as much and help out on that inside defense.
Well said.
But the fact that this game is close right now, it goes to show you what this game's going to look like throughout the game. It's going to be interesting to say the least. But here's the thing: our shooters are hitting so far.
Steven, this is it, man. This is it. Joel needs 20 plus free throws in this game. Get Joel eating in the paint.
Yeah.
Get the Lakers in foul trouble. Gasol, Anthony Davis, get him going. Get him touches in that paint. That's where the Sixers shine.
Here's the thing I do want to say though, and this is where the Lakers were very smart in. The Lakers were very smart in acquiring a guy like Marc Gasol. Anthony Davis can't check Joel Embiid. And I know that might be surprising to some if they haven't watched a lot of the Anthony Davis versus Joel Embiid, but on offense, on the defensive end for Anthony Davis, he cannot check Embiid. He's just not big enough. He's not thick enough. Embiid in his career has bullied him a lot of times down there. And that's why having Mark on him is just so key for the Lakers defense versus the Sixers. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely going to be interesting. Like I think it's going to be hard to get AD off the floor today because he's not going to be playing center that much against him. They're gonna try to keep him off of Embiid, I think.
Tie game 16-16 at the break here. First quarter. Toby and Ben are leading the way with 11 points total. They are shooting 5 of 7 from the floor. Really good to see Ben being aggressive so far this game. Joel just has a single bucket. LeBron James looking terrific so far. Thunder Dude says Toby needs to keep it rolling. Amen. Steven says we're going to start with LeBron wine again. It's going to be all game, man. It's going to be all game long. No, you know that. And then Steven says Mark keeps JoJo out of the paint on offensive defense. Switch up the strategy.
I think they may switch up the strategy, but I think also they would rather have Joel out there for right now, at least during the game. Because realistically, it's kind of hard to switch up your strategy, being that they also have a guy at the 4 spot who can also stretch the floor. It's not like AD can't hit 3-pointers. Everybody on, and this is what I meant by this, everybody on the Lakers team right now can hit a 3-pointer at above 35%. That's on their starting lineup court. So especially guys like Marc Gasol and Anthony Davis. So it's kind of hard not to play out on them, at least play far enough out to leave the paint open. So that does make it tough to like scheme that way. James C-Line, I want to say that's how you pronounce it, said, who knew Gasol was this good of a passer? If you've watched any basketball within the past like 8, how long has Gasol been in the league? He's been in there for a while now.
Wow.
But Mark has always been a good passer. He's always been a great defender at the center position and a good passer at the position as well. We saw that with when he was on the Raptors as well. So to me, that's not surprising at all. Especially when you got a guy like LeBron who's so smart about cutting into the basket, like you have said here. Marky215 says this is definitely looking like a finals preview. I mean, listen, if this is a finals preview, I think that'll be a very fun finals to watch, in my opinion. That would be a lot of fun to watch, but I will say I don't think the Sixers are going to be the same team by that time. I think there are going to be some moves, whether they're trades, whether it's the buyout market. I think you will see a little bit different of a team at that point.
Sure.
Henry Hooter says, if we can get Gasol in foul trouble, they will either have to put Montrez or AD on Embiid, both good matchups. I agree. I think it's hard to get Marc Gasol in foul trouble, though, just because he is so good with defensive positioning. You notice even when Embiid posts up, he does a good job. Or sorry, when Embiid faces up on him in the post, he does a good job of staying just far enough away to not clip his arm when Joel tries to do his little swim move. If Joel's gonna beat him, it's gonna be off athleticism and just strength.
There it is. Get him down low.
Yep, and that's what he's got to do. And notice how he's not.
Let's go.
One thing Embiid has tried to do a lot of times with most centers is he gets him on his little gimmicks. He gets him on his arm movements where they hit him in the arm when he's trying to go up. When he's played against Marc Gasol, guys like Mark and Al Horford both don't fall for that stuff as much with their positioning. They don't get out of position too much. So if he's going to win a game like this and he's going to get those guys in foul trouble, he's going to need to get into their bodies more. He's going to need to use his strength, and he's going to have to use his athleticism to make some tough shots tonight. So that's the key, and that's why I said at the beginning of the game, that's the key. That matchup to me is the key of this game. Sorry, I know that was long-winded, but I think I just wanted to get that out.
Just talked to you. I think he was listening to our podcast.
Who?
Joel Embiid. I was like, "You're right, guys. I need to go after Marc Gasol, get these guys in foul trouble." I think he just heard what we were saying.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
All right, Joel Embiid getting his first free throws of the game here. That's it, man. When Joel Embiid is eating at the free throw line, the Sixers are a hard team to stop, man. They are a hard team to stop. And look, LeBron James.
What, hold up. Tobias is doing a phenomenal job right now at post defending. I'm surprised. Yeah, get him. Too small. Oh,
and I don't know, like
what
you
I'm
see,
talking about, man.
you see Tobias Harris bodying Marc Gasol. I'm not worried at all about the playoffs, man. That's a very good sign,
bro. Oh my God, Joel just said a big F you. Oh my goodness.
Joel Embiid leads the league, I believe, in free throws in the fourth quarter. So this is what you need to see. This is it. It is Joel Embiid feeding the ball to Embiid down low, giving him as many post-ups in the paint as possible, and letting him eat. And we're seeing it so far these last couple possessions.
I would say let's remember it's a long game. This is a long game. We're still in the first. We need to make sure we're also not making Joel like a tired man here.
No, stop.
But I will say, so far it's looking good.
He didn't play Monday. He has no place in saying I'm tired. Joel plays today.
Yeah, but you're also talking a 200. You're talking about a 270-pound man.
No, we're also talking about if he wants to be a legend in the NBA, he plays minutes.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't want to hear that tonight. Unless we're up like 20 and Joel Embiid just gets another bucket. That's awesome, baby. Let's go.
And I don't think this is talked about enough. Just the amount of touch that Embiid has on his ball. Like, I think that's something that is not – like, it really isn't. It's not talked about enough. Like, he is one of the biggest centers in the league when it comes to actually being a starter in the NBA. And he just has insanely good touch around the rim, shooting from three, and you just don't see that a lot of times from guys that are this big. Matisse Thybulle comes in. Ooh, Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris.
I think especially this year, Joel just is especially locked in. Or this season, man, he's just locked in. He's all business. Way.
I'm sorry, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's talking to KCP on the bench.
Woo! Seth Curry with a steal. Don't stop, man. Feed.
Feed the Embiid.
Steps out of bounds.
See, that's okay. Having a guy like Seth Curry on this team right now is going to make a big difference offensively. Just because he can make a shot from basically anywhere on the court. He gives a lot more flexibility for a guy like Embiid when it comes to passing out the people.
Yeah.
Because like if it just makes a huge difference in comparison to what Josh Richardson was last year for us.
Steven says, I love to see Tobias Harris post defending Marc Gasol. That's got to be like, of all the kind of like the subplots this season, like Seth Curry's ability to space the floor for Ben and Joel is so critical to their success. Tobias Harris's defense this year, especially in crunch time, is ridiculous. And that has been another one of the pleasant surprises this season.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's an interesting matchup here. See, here's the other thing, too. And one thing you're already noticing, the Sixers are really making them play to the end of the shot clock. They're really making it tough on them right now. And this is making me wonder, are we going to run out of gas? And I don't think we are, but I'm just like, that's one thing that I'm worried about a little bit, because we are playing so hard defensively, and on that end, and Embiid is kind of just going at them one-on-one on the other end. Love it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, just put Embiid down low all game long. There we go again. Embiid gets another one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But here's the thing: if you put Montrez on him, it's not going to work. And I don't think they're going to try to put AD on him that much because they know AD is going to pick up fouls on him. They're going to keep and like if we were playing them last year and they had AD, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee, I'd be like, okay, this is going to be an interesting game because they have a lot of bodies to throw at him. It's going to be a little bit harder because I know they don't want to put AD on him this year, and Harrell cannot stick with him. Harrell's only like 6'8", and obviously Mark can, but if he's playing the way he has been right now, Mark is not going to be a factor either. He's playing. You can already tell. Like, and did you see the foul already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like you can tell the difference in how he's playing against Montrezl Harrell to Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol's positioning on defense is different because Montrez is smaller than Embiid. He has to get up on him a little bit more to be able to contest it if Joel pulls up, which gives Embiid that room. He gives him that move that he likes to do to get smaller guys in foul trouble where he does the swing because they have to be closer to be able to get a contest. Mark, because he's about the same size as him height-wise, can back off some more, so he's got to get into the paint more on him. He's got to put more pressure on him to be able to get a foul call on him. So that's where that's my thought process with that.
Embiid has 10 points these last 4 minutes. 10 points in the last 4 minutes for Joel Embiid here in the first quarter. Crazy, man. Yep. Monster. I love it.
RJ2K 1993 says, so where are the people who say Embiid is behind Jokic and AD for best big man? Here's the thing. If we're just talking about best big man as in center, because I don't really consider Anthony Davis a center just because he doesn't play it. He really doesn't. He doesn't like playing center. Jokic, AD, and Embiid are all very different big men. If you want to say who's the best, who is the best for your team in general, like who is the best guy to play make, you're going to take Jokic because Jokic literally averages a triple-double on great shooting percentages. If you want to have a guy who's a bruiser in the paint and can get your standstill three-point shooters open, take Joel Embiid. But if you want a guy who's going to be able to stretch the court at an efficient level and be able to post up, can run a nasty pick and roll, then you want AD. So it's just they all run very, very different offenses for on their teams. So I think it's hard to really say who's the best. Ultimately, that conversation is going to depend on their record. And AD also is not the centerpiece for that team. LeBron is, so it's a little bit different there.
Let's go to my man Chris Coyle is tweeting out some content for us. Here's Ben Simmons attacking early so far in this game.
Wes Matthews, who's in a new role. Yes, I am stunned at how quickly it's come together.
And Ben Simmons stuns the Laker defense with a quick move.
Wes Matthews, who's in a new role. Yes, I am stunned at how quickly it's come together.
It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty that Ben Simmons. Check us out at the Painted Lines on Twitter. My man Chris Coyle is tweeting for us biggest plays of the game.
I love it
on Twitter, man.
Oh my goodness, man! See, this is the start that we needed, though.
Go check us out on. We did a Daily Dose podcast towards the back end of the pod today. We talked about JT Realmuto. We'll get into that in a little bit. The game probably at the next commercial break.
Oh yeah. Oh damn it. Okay. Oh yes. I'm sorry. See, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. When I react, usually I would sit here and say something, but I cannot because Dibes is 30 seconds behind me pretty much. So understand that when I'm reacting, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to spoil anything for you guys or for Dibes. It's just I cannot help my good when I get excited or sad about something that happens. That just happens. So understand that that's my reaction to the game, and I can't. What did you say? Tell me what you just saw.
All right, I saw Seth miss a pull-up three, and then Joel Embiid gets.
Yeah, that's what I was reacting to. I was like, good shot, and then he missed it, and then Joel got a nice putback. So I was like, okay, yes.
Sixers are looking good here. Sixers are looking really strong. 27-18 here in the first quarter. That's a left-handed finish, Dives. Jay Blevins set the over/under.
And
by the way, I forgot to plug it. Over on the Painted Lines, we started a Discord chat. If you guys want to join our chat, I pinned it on our YouTube stream. So just click that. You'll be in, chat with us about whatever. It's fun. We're good people, I promise.
Yes, sir. Oh my God. Yeah, boy.
I know. Right? Right, Henry? Stop being so selfish, Justin.
I can't pause it. Listen, Henry, Henry. I have already gone over this a few times. I'm unable to pause this. I'm unable to. It does not work in this room, and I can't do it in the other room.
Oh my God.
To pause it. I wish I could.
Oh my God. Embiid just put Harrell in the blender, but he got fouled and there was no call.
They can't give him every call, man. The game won't even be a game. There'll be no centers left.
Come on, man. I want everything. I want it all. Let me have my moment.
Mhm.
I want everything.
I love Steven says, clear path, mofo. Love it.
Yeah, how about this? RJ2K says, best defense in the league. We're dropping 120 on them with this pace. Like I said, that was my main key of this game is who plays defense the most in the fourth quarter. That's what we're going to see.
Yeah.
Tonight.
And like he says, the pace. The pace is the only thing that actually concerns me because that's the only thing that concerns me. Because our best players are a little bit bigger, it does concern me a little bit. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Has Joel even left this game at all yet? I don't think he has.
I don't think so.
Which is not normal. That's not normal. He's normally at least got subbed out once, but already. But maybe they're trying to keep him in while Mark's out.
What does that tell you?
What's up?
What does that tell you?
Part of me thinks they're trying to maximize the amount of minutes that he plays against guys like Montrez and guys like AD down in the paint because they want him to get in foul trouble a little bit more. Also, he did I think he put 2 quick fouls on Mark, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Let's look at the.
So I mean, that could be why. And like I said, I think it has a lot to do with them wanting him to get a little bit more time on a smaller center in Montrez.
Anthony Davis has 2 personal fouls. Marc Gasol has 1. Harrell has 2 personal fouls, man. This game, I fully agree about the pace. But that's exactly what you want to see 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah. Something that I'm noticing also is Joel is having a hard time getting positioning right now because the Lakers are kind of gang rebounding a little bit more, at least with this bench group that's out there. Hey, no yawning. Still early. What are you doing?
No, man.
Oh, shut up. You're not old. Good passing.
Can't wait to sleep in.
See, that's basketball right there. That is basketball. I missed that basketball. Listen, this is what I hated. Okay. This is what I hated about Brett Brown's offense. I'm gonna wait to give away what happened until you get there. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna I'm having such happy moments right now. I'm such a happy person right now. I'm just happy right now.
Kona, don't leave me hanging. Come on, Kona.
Just happy right now. Oh my God.
Oh, Joel just blocked LeBron James.
Bro, and Mr. Greenlight, everyone's hitting. Oh my God, man!
You just say everybody hits. Woo!
Everyone's hitting.
Man, that should be the Phillies had that where remember that everybody hits.
Everybody hits now. Woo!
Sixers did that with their shooters and Danny and Seth. Man, let's go. Steven says, "Go home, Bronny."
Oh my Lord!
Gives the fire flame emoji. Keep it up. This is extremely fun. Cork Maz, I see you. Vasilios, I see you. Marquise says, this is beautiful basketball. LeBron's a baby. Let's go. RJ2K says, pace won't matter in the fourth. Lakers are KO'd. All right, let's pump the brakes, guys.
Yeah, let's definitely pump the brakes because listen, let's not forget that this is the first quarter. The first quarter, remember. We're talking about LeBron James and Anthony Davis right now, the people who won the championship last year and went up against a lot of adversity. Let's remember this. And we also remember we're shooting very well right now. Yeah. There's a very good chance we cool off. You never know. We got to make sure we can keep up this pace if we're going to win this game. Literally, Joel has 13 points right now. He's 4 for 5 from the field with 6 free throws.
He's terrific, man. Just terrific.
Yeah.
And Danny Green pulling up for in transition. Have we seen that all this year? Like I don't.
Yeah. No, definitely. I've seen that a few times. Yeah.
Right.
He hasn't made every single one of them, but he's definitely.
See the Joel just giving it to the no one in the stands. The crowd right now would be chanting.
Oh my dude!
Could you imagine how great that would be right now?
Someone tweeted that today, and I was literally like I was like I retweeted it because it was Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson tweeted, he's like, LeBron's going to Philly and the fans don't get to see it. Like with the amount, like with the two MVP candidates going up against each other, it's just so sad that people can't watch it. Like the Wells Fargo Center would be rocking right now.
Yeah, that would probably be some of the loudest moments right there for the Wells Fargo.
Oh, undoubtedly.
It
would be ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Ben said here, he said, P.S. we playing LeBron, so breathe, everyone.
I know, right? This game's going to come down to the end. I would be shocked if this continues at this rate. I'd be shocked.
And Dunder Dude said Joe entering prime early. No, Joe's 26, 27. Like he's at about that time where people start, especially big men. Like it's not like you're a small forward where you have to learn like a bunch of different aspects to it. It depends on the positioning to me. Like I think when you're a small forward, when you're a point guard, you a lot of times like those kind of players will enter their primes later, just because there's so much that goes into that, into those positions and so many different assignments you have. With Joe's size, you kind of, I would say he actually, with the amount of stuff he does, it's kind of hard to like not like I don't even know where I'm going with that. It's the crazy thing is the fact that he's 26 years old. He's 7 foot tall. He didn't start playing basketball till he was in his teens, and he's a beast. like he can do everything on the court, and it's insane.
I see Anthony Davis holding his knee there on the bench, like he's in pain.
Yeah, I did see that.
Well, something to keep an eye out for.
Definitely. Oh, come on, Ben. That's not smart. All right.
All right, here we go, guys. Ben Simmons is back in. Little pick and roll with Furkan Korkmaz. Gets it off the rim there, the front of the rim.
Let's just remember we got the Kendall Jenner lovers going up against each other today.
Steal by Ben. Ooh, bad pass by Ben.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Kendall Jenner lovers are on the court together right now.
Sixers are up 10 here with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Yeah. Another foul on Harrell there. Let's go.
That was Matthews.
That was Matthews? I missed it. All right. Let's keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. Embiid is a plus 16 in this game. We just got done through the first quarter, and he's a plus 16.
Jesus.
That's called MVP, baby. That's called MVP. But yeah, I love the fact that we're eating in the paint tonight. I love it. They are determined here. Points in the paint. Where are we at right now? Points in the paint. It's actually 18-14 Lakers. But then again, we have 9 free throws.
There's been a lot of drop-off passes in the paint so far. And realistically, we have been shooting pretty well from 3. So that's to me is the difference in this game right now. Is they've been getting like most of their points today so far in the paint. And we've actually been hitting our threes pretty consistently so far.
Let's go to this.
Where I just saw something that I thought was funny. Who? Somebody asked. There it is. Is it Vasilos or Vasilios? What is this?
Let me share my screen here.
How do you pronounce this?
Vasilios.
Vasilios, yeah. Vasilios. Wait, who's the other Kendall lover? It is Kyle Kuzma and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go.
This is one key for the Sixers. Seth has been a huge boost in terms of his three-point spacing as LeBron gets an easy look and rejected by Joel.
Great defensive play from Embiid. Danny Green for three.
Man, love to see it, man. You love to see that, man. My goodness.
You love to see it. Love to see it.
All right, Sixers up 10 here. I'll be right back. Give me like 1 minute.
All right, I'm gonna look at the comments as you're gone. Let me see. Where were we last at here? Jaden Blake says we're toast without Embiid. I mean, I think that's more than obvious. I mean, any team that doesn't have their number one scoring option and MVP candidate is going to be toast without that player. So I think that's more than obvious. I remember Jojo didn't grow up balling. Yeah, and that's one of the craziest things about it, honestly. You really think about it. The guy's only 26, and I don't think he started playing basketball until he was like 14, 15 years old, and that's just – You don't see that a lot anymore in today's game. A lot of people are groomed from when they were kids. Guys like Jason Tatum, guys like Tyler Hero, you name it, tons of people. But like it's crazy. I hope Dwight don't mess this momentum up. Yeah, I mean the Sixers are a very different team when Dwight is in the game in comparison to Joel. Obviously, the ball is not going down to the post first. It's more being handled by a guard in the pick and roll. It's a very, very different offense when he's on the court. So we'll see what happens. Age 27 is prime time. I don't think you can put an exact age when prime time starts. I think it's whenever the players is in their prime. I would say Embiid is getting into there right now, and he's around that. So yeah. Anthony Davis holding his knee. Hope he is okay. Yeah, I agree. You never want to see a player go down, especially a guy at that caliber. He's ridiculous, but I'm sure we will hear about it if he is not okay, and we'll let you know as soon as we know. Let's see how they do without Embiid, specifically Ben. I agree. We're gonna see. Joel is 1 year at the peak. Joel is 1 year at the peak. I don't know what you mean by that, bud. Joel is 1 year at the peak. You know what that means, Dibes?
It's his first year like playing in his prime, I would imagine.
Yeah. He said, don't pass to Howard. Yeah, unless you're going up for a lob, don't pass to him.
Exactly.
I love the Lakers blue and our red. Yeah, I think the Lakers look a little odd in the blue, if I'm honest.
I think it looks cool on the court, though.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many teams this year that are like messing with things, and I'm just like, I don't know if I like it all. Like I don't like the Rockets blue. Not a fan. But yeah. I already said that. Maury, please find us an above average stretch big. Yeah, and that's what I think is going to be the only like little difference that happens this year. I really think that's going to be something that changes on this team. Howard is a Hall of Famer for sure, but he has the Philadelphia Eagles wide receivers' hands. That's comment of the night right there.
Fantastic. That is great. I totally see that. That is.
I think the only thing you need to change on there is put Jesus Christ. I think the only thing you need to put on there is 2019 Eagles on there. Let's keep that in 2019. LOL airball. Yeah, that was pretty bad by Dwight earlier. Let's see. People are saying stretch big, stretch big, stretch big. This is a good question. Dunder Dude said, "Where is Maxey? I don't see him."
Yeah, not out on the court yet. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just trying to keep more 3-point shooting out there, and honestly, he hasn't been amazing right there.
I mean, the focus is that's why they're putting.
Oh my God! Hold on, real quick. Joel Embiid right now. They just showed during the timeout. Joel Embiid came out on the floor and was talking to Dwight Howard during the timeout. And you know how Dwight missed like a free throw, air ball.
Mm-hmm.
He was like making fun of him. Like Joel came out on the floor, was making fun of him for it. Sorry, go ahead. with what you were saying.
Oh my God, Dwight Howard! Wow, did he get called a foul on that? Did he just get bailed out?
I think he did. Yeah. If you're, yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
What time do you have on your game?
11:20.
Your phone is your most powerful.
Stop.
11:20.
I have 11:45.
Catch up.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Fast forward.
I can't. Oh man. Oh my God, Chris Dunn with the comment. Come on, man.
What do you say? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Chris? Jesus Christ. I'm not putting that up on the board.
All right. I'm going to invite our special guest into the broadcast here. We'll see how this one goes. All right. Let's go Sixers. Man, I made some Spanish rice.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's amazing.
I bet. I had we made homemade pizzas tonight.
Oh, it's always good.
Yeah. They were nice.
Pizza's underrated, man. Especially when you make it like yourself. I like doing that.
I agree. I used to work at a pizza shop, so I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit.
Yeah. I've made pizza several times. It always turns out great.
Yeah. Especially with the fresh ingredients, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Ben Bust. Have you noticed this? Ben said Doc avoiding Dwight Matisse and Ben together.
We talked about that on the Daily Dose.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it does not work.
I mean, does it surprise anybody that doesn't work?
The strip? What? To Matisse.
Hey, guess who's playing? Guess who's playing center right now?
Is Ben. All
Yeah.
right. Little point center for Ben.
But I don't think that should surprise anybody that they're avoiding the Dwight Howard, Matisse, and Ben lineup.
All right, LeBron James just eating at the line. And now we got Vasilios from the chat. What's up, Vasilios?
What's up, guys?
Yo.
What's your thoughts on the game so far?
I think Joel Embiid has been great. I like seeing Simmons get aggressive in the beginning. It was very nice seeing that 2 dunks. But the funniest part was LeBron came right back at him with it. And it was kind of funny.
Yeah, thanks for joining, man.
Mm-hmm.
Vasilios is like what I'm saying that right? I say that.
Yeah, Vasilios, yeah.
He's one of our most frequent commenters here at the Paint Lines YouTube channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what, we're getting a lot of fouls. Sorry, not we, but we're getting them to foul us a lot on the defensive end, which is amazing.
Vasilios,
Big difference in this game.
What does your clock say in the game right now?
My mother's kind of watching TV, so I'm not watching the game. I mean, I have the app though. Not the app, but like I'm on the I think CBS, and I'm like it's live, so it's popping up with the stuff.
All right, cool, man.
Gotcha. Yeah. It is what you were saying about LeBron Vasilios. The only difference that Ben's scoring was Ben was kind of going right at people and shoving him off him. LeBron was kind of just getting free runs to the basket, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit different, but yeah. I mean, LeBron can always give it back to somebody if he wants to. He can basically turn it on and off whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
And he is going at Harris right now. Damn, look at that. You're going to like that Shake Milton movie you see in a second.
Sixers are holding strong here. No Dwight. No Joel. I mean, it could be worse.
No, you're gonna Cork Maz, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you kidding me?
Uh,
I need Nadir to join us, man. That needs to happen tonight. I would.
Wait, wasn't it dear that what is it called? The Nets fan from
Is
a
he-
while back?
I have no idea.
I think he was the one I got into an argument with about the Nets and the Sixers a while back, but I forget now.
He was the Korkmaz guy, and now converted to Benism.
I mean, I respect that more.
I don't blame you. Did you see what Cork did yet?
No,
Yeah, I saw that 1-3.
Oh no, I'm talking about what Cork just did in the game.
Oh,
Guys will probably see it soon, but it was pretty funny. I think he got a little nervous. He got a little bit nervous with that one.
Ooh, there was that. I just saw Rick one off the backboard.
Yep. he tried to like stop. He made a move, a good move, stopped, and then rushed his shot and just completely like whiffed it.
oh, that's bad.
Yep. I think Corky is one of those guys that'll get like he gets more comfortable when he's in certain moments, but you can tell when moments are big for him sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. I like that Danny Green 3, like at the beginning, first quarter. I think it was like Ben Simmons working at it, and then like I guess they finally not figured him out, but they stopped him once, and they passed up Danny Green. He made that 1-3, and it was nice because usually his first shot he bricks.
I get that. Connor, at least he was Spalding said. Connor said, check your phone.
All right, guys. The
Wait,
Sixers.
isn't it Connor that Celtics fan?
Yeah, Connor's one of my boys. He's the Celtics fan.
Great.
I know way too much about Celtics fans. I mean, they're not that bad, and the Bruins fans aren't that bad. It's the Patriots fans who love Tom Brady. I hate them so much. Like one of my friends, he's such an idiot. He bought a Bucks jersey.
I hate all Boston fans.
Yeah.
Nope.
Vasios.
Yeah.
Connor sent me a website for you to go check out, so I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna put it in the private. Can you see the private chat, Babs?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, hold on. Go check that out. Connor wanted me to tell you to go check that out. You might be able to find the game. I don't know anything about it. I've never used it, but he uses that to watch games.
Yeah.
Connor, get out of here. On.
Jesus.
Because I'd love to see Furkan trade package. It's definitely possible. The money he makes is like 1.8 million. It's nothing. So I don't know. We'll see. I think you're more likely to see like Matisse and all that kind of stuff. Let's go to our my man Coyle doing some clips on our Twitter, which is at the Painted Lines. There we go. This is Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid has them up 10. He had 13 points on 4 for 5 shooting. He's already been to the foul line 6 trips, and it hasn't mattered which defender they put on him. He's been able to score or draw the foul. Such a nice finish.
So Joel Embiid, I don't think he's in the game yet, right? He's not in the game yet.
Yeah, he's not there.
He played he didn't come out during his regular break. He played the first 10 minutes, which is very unusual for Joel Embiid, but he's got 13 points in 10 minutes on only 5 shots, 6 free throw attempts, plus 16. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, Chris said, shut up, Connor.
I feel like, is that a thing now? Everyone just says, shut up, Connor.
Connor can definitely take it. He loves talking basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not an I think everyone can tell he's definitely no uneducated basketball fan. He'll come on here and tell you how it is for sure. So
Man, I would love nothing more to have a playoff series versus the Boston Celtics. That would
definitely
be a very fun series.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, imagine bringing Connor on here for the games. That'd be so fun.
I think what's good is seeing Embiid, like, he didn't get stopped by Gasol in the beginning because when Dodgers you were on the Daily Dose with Dylan, you guys were talking about how Marc Gasol had stopped him a lot of times before, and hasn't been stopped. Well,
Yep.
not really.
Been good so far. Been really good.
Also been good. Danny Greenlight Green, Danny the Green Ranger.
Danny
Danny Deadshot.
Danny Targaryen.
I don't know what that. I don't know the what you're trying to say right there, but sure.
Shut up! You're telling me you never saw Game of Thrones?
Nah, I never watched it.
We're done here. Podcast is over. It's now become a Game of Thrones watch party.
That's funny.
Connor just said he said I'd love to have a Celtics versus Sixers Eastern Conference Final.
Embiid and Marcus Smart going at it for 7 games. I would love every second of it.
Embiid fouling out Daniel Tice for 7 games.
That'd be tough on me because if the Celtics lose, I'm getting blamed. I had a bounty on my head because I said the Heat was going to beat the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it came true. And a lot of people were mad. They said I jinxed them and stuff.
Danny with another corner 3. I just saw the corner 3. I just saw it. What about an Office watch party? You know what? I've actually never seen.
The Office is recently off Netflix though, so.
I started watching it, but like I never finished it. I don't know why.
We need to have a comic book movie watch party because my man Gint refuses to watch my favorite movie. So it's a big problem.
Connor says Daniel Tice fouls out every game anyways.
Okay. Sixers kind of keeping pace here despite Ben playing some time there at point center. I thought that wasn't terrible. We'll see what the stats look like at the end of the game. But it wasn't – I was expecting it to be a nightmare. But I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, I agree. I would say neither team's offense is playing amazing right now.
I lost in our TV series draft in the Final Four. I
voted for you if it makes you feel better.
Thank you. I lost. It sucks, but oh well.
You had a good draft.
I did. I thought so too. All right, let's get Joel down low, man. Let's get Joel down low.
Still, the difference in this game, in my opinion, is the difference in 3-point shooting that the Sixers have in comparison to the Lakers. We're shooting it better. Simple as that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate about NBA refs sometimes is I think they legitimately call certain fouls when it's like, okay, but then if it begins to be too much, then they're like, okay, I'm not going to call this one. Because like Embiid definitely just got fouled on a shot I just saw, and they didn't call it, and I just don't really understand why.
Game is slowing down a little bit here. LeBron is now on the bench finally.
Huh. Chris, I don't think Ben disappeared because of any reason in particular. I think honestly Joel and him kind of take turns on being aggressive. In the beginning of the game, I think there's the reason he is so aggressive is because he's trying to get everybody else open and they create pressure towards the inside to open up 3-point shootings. And then as the game goes on a little bit more, they start getting Joel involved, and then they start getting Toby involved. I think it's just they kind of take turns with that.
Jesus.
You guys mentioned Wall earlier. I love that place. I mean, I haven't been in like a year because I haven't been to Philly to see my family in like about a year. But my favorite thing from Wawa is the peach iced tea. That's the best.
Wawa?
Like, yeah, the peach iced tea they have. It's the best.
Dibs, how often do you go to Wawa?
So I just recently moved to Lancaster, where there's like 2 Wawas. But when I lived in Philly in Chester County, like I went to Wawa pretty much every day. So now I'm out in Sheets territory. Have you guys ever been to Sheets? Does anyone know what Sheets is? It's not even close to Wawa. It's not comparable.
See, that's what I say. I go to college where it's nothing but Wawa. But then I also will like come here and I'm like, I go to college where there's nothing but Sheets.
Yeah.
But here there's nothing but Wawa. And I'm like, Wawa is just like the food's fresher. If you want to go and actually get food, I'm like, I'd rather go to Wawa because the food's fresher. If you go to Sheets, you're just going to eat a bunch of fried food.
Yeah, it's all fried food.
Yeah. And I'm not a big fried food guy.
I'm not either. Wawa, I always would get a mac and cheese and a pretzel. That was like, and a soft pretzel. That was my go-to.
Yep, mac and cheese is bomb. You know what I get too? The club sandwiches. Sandwiches at Wawa are beastly.
The hoagies. I remember the hoagies. Oh my god, those are so good.
I gotta sneeze again. Damn.
Connor, you would the Celtics fan would say Sheets has better fried food.
They do because Wawa doesn't sell fried food. He's right. No, he's right legitimately by default because Sheets does not, or I don't think Wawa has any fried food.
Ugh.
I gotta blow my nose. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself.
All right. Lakers have kind of closed the gap here. Oh my god, if Embiid would have made that shot. A reverse layup, acrobatic reverse layup, that would have been insane. Another 2 at the free throw line for Joel Embiid here. I've got 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Again, we will be doing halftime entertainment tonight, Justin's favorite. And
oh yeah,
by the way, you're gonna like this one. You didn't like the last one, you're gonna like this one. I promise.
Me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
Let's just talk quick about the Lakers are coming back a little bit right now. Score is 47-45.
I mean, we were up. I mean, the Lakers are beating the Sixers here 21-13 in the second quarter. So the Lakers are on a bit of a run. This game boils down to that Lakers 3-point shooting. 1 of 10 from the Lakers from the perimeter in this game. And then you look at the Sixers free throws. They are shooting 8 of 16 from the line.
Yeah.
So they're getting to the line.
Dwight Howard's gotten to the line twice.
Yeah.
4 times. And if you're counting all free throws, I think he's gotten fouled twice. So already those 4 fouls you can just kind of throw out 4 free throws you can kind of just throw out because he's not a good free throw shooter.
Danny Green taking. All right. Oh my goodness.
It was short in the shot clock. He had to.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Offense getting a little sloppy.
Jaden Blake said, Doc just yelled, that's 7 wasted possessions.
I love it. I love how blunt Doc Rivers is. He says it how it is. Gotta love it.
Definitely. And I think that's what our young superstars need. I think they need that. They don't need to be coddled anymore. They need someone who's going to sit there and tell them how it is.
I think young players respond well to that. I think they need to hear that.
Yeah, and I think what was remember 2 years ago when Jimmy Butler said, "Oh, I was surprised." Brett came in the locker room and started yelling.
Yeah.
The fact that was the one time that happened to the point where Jimmy came out and talked about it in the media. It was wow. All right. Well, Brett has no actual strictness to this team.
Mm-hmm.
When the Sixers first hired Doc, I don't know, maybe because the Celtics are biased because the 2008 championship, but they said A lot of people liked him, thinks he's a good coach. And I think he's been good for the Sixers so far.
Yeah,
I
Doc
agree.
Rivers. I mean, you just look at the fourth quarter. That's really what it. That's really what I look at. The Sixers in the fourth quarter have been outstanding. I'm looking at some stats here, but Doc Rivers, when it's crunch time, the Sixers have been really terrific. They're the third best second half margin team in the NBA, plus 2.6. Third best in the NBA when it comes to outscoring their opponents. So Doc Rivers adjusts. He adjusts, and for a team where we're used to Brett Brown not adjusting, it's really just been incredible.
Yeah.
Dominique Brown is asking, does anyone know why Ben isn't guarding LeBron? Ben was guarding LeBron earlier in the game. I can only assume it's because they're just trying to throw different looks at him, and they don't want LeBron guarding him the whole game. I mean, realistically, that's normal. That's normal in the NBA. Normally people don't guard him the whole time, unless you're in like the playoffs and you need him to.
Yeah, I think fourth quarter that'll change for sure.
Yeah.
When the defensive intensity goes up significantly when this game gets to its closing in that fourth quarter, I think you're going to see a different kind of matchups there. But yeah, what is the second unit scoring? One of my keys to the game. The second unit has 8 points total. They're not getting the job done. Dwight Howard has 3 minutes, 0 points. Matisse, 8 minutes, 1 point. Shake only has 2 points in 9 minutes. And Korkmaz is leading the bench. Korkmaz is leading the bench with 5 points in 7 minutes. So you need to see better bench scoring for sure. And Justin's freaking out over there. We will see. I still don't even have the game on my side.
Are you serious?
Now it's back on.
Oh my God. I hate how far behind. Oh my Lord.
This will be a problem come playoff time for sure.
Yeah. Well, actually, come playoff time, I'm gonna probably be on a live stream back at college, so it'll be a little different. Than you may even be ahead of me at that point.
We'll see. I don't know. YouTube TV sucks.
Well, I'm gonna be on a different stream.
Yeah, Ben. There we go, Ben.
Dude, you're gonna like something even more when you see it come on the. It's a defensive play. I'll give you that hint.
That was a strong, determined take by Ben. I
agree.
I love to see that. Shake with a runner. Let's go. Sixers back-to-back buckets here late in the second quarter. Let's go, Sixers, baby. A block by Danny Green. Here we go.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. Danny Green just sent him.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Wait, who got blocked by him?
Dennis Schroeder.
Oh.
It was nice. I
have YouTube TV. So, to be fair, Langy also has YouTube TV and was in the same time frame as me. So, it is what it is. I can't deal with it. Oh, blocked by Joel. Oh, my God. For 3. Danny. Oh, front rimmed it. Oh, man. That was – man. I just –
we know.
There were so many moments in this game that I wish the fans were in the stands because it would just be rocking right now.
Oh, my God, dude. It would be like the fact that we're even beating LeBron, like right now, is the stadium would be insane. Is Jason at this game?
I haven't heard from him.
I haven't heard from him either.
So I'm not really sure.
Mark, I understand that. Mark, I understand that, but that's against copyright policies, and there's a reason why in the beginning of games and throughout the game they say this broadcast is by the NBA without permission. You will be there's without written consent of the NBA. There is a reason why that is said.
I don't hear that for the NFL ones.
I think they both do it.
Yeah, I know they do, but the NFL one's like more common. It's like the whole USA.
Yeah, it's like all through the game.
Yeah.
Dude, Anthony Davis's shot is just ridiculous to me. Like it's so efficient, but it's just like the amount of arc that he has on his shot, being how tall he is, and mind you, like Dirk obviously was ridiculous with that too. But like, I don't know, it's just crazy to watch Anthony Davis shoot.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
All right, Joel gets caught up with the foul. Joel's only got one personal foul. That is so major, man. Just get out of this first half with Embiid with one foul, man.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal. If you can get the Lakers bigs in foul trouble early in that third quarter with Embiid only like one foul, like I'll take those odds. I will take those odds.
Are you kidding me? That's some BS.
Yeah. Steven says, take JoJo out now.
Well, there goes.
Uh-oh.
That is the biggest like BS I've seen in a bit. That's called some bad flopping right there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what'd I miss? All right, I'm just saying it.
Oh.
All right. Still haven't seen anything yet.
Oh my god. Chris, I was about to say the same thing.
What did I do?
You jinxed it.
How did I jinx what?
You'll see.
I'm still waiting, dude.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yo, Connor was
Wait, it's
right.
taking forever. Oh no, LeBron.
Dude, you just wait till the replay. The replay is awful. Like it's literally like he legit like just like he just basically grabs him and then throws himself back. And it's like, oh my goodness. That's the kind of stupid BS that I hate about basketball sometimes. And then that'll be like, oh, LeBron's a smart player. It's like, yes, he's a smart player, but that's a dumb like a ref should see that realistically.
100%, man.
Like at least when Embiid gets fouls on him, it's on ball stuff where
You can tell.
yeah.
You can tell that the Lakers are like, oh my gosh, look at our personal fouls. We need to get Embiid somewhat fair game here because he's dominating. That's 100% what the coach just told the Lakers players, and that's what they've been doing these last two possessions. 100%. Chess match, man.
Yo,
Match.
the Connor thing worked. I'm watching the game.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it works. I mean, it's a little laggy, but wait, Dives, what time are you at? If I'm ahead of Dives, and I'm not
I
even
just
watching
ended.
this
I
game.
just ended halftime.
Oh, okay, Dives, what are you at?
I'm at 30 and a half, and Embiid's
Oh,
about to hit
same. Yeah, I think I'm at the same time as Dives now.
And I'm paying for this.
Dang, that's funny.
I've got Embiid shooting his second free throw here.
Yeah, same.
Jeez, man. I got Bacon King Burger King up on my screen right now
Oh,
with a view of the city. And now I'm watching a commercial.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready for our halftime entertainment. Get your popcorn ready. Get your Burger King ready.
dang.
Anyway, clock is counting down. And Shake is going to put up a shot here that's wide. Sixers up 55-51 here at the break here. Overall, just very, very impressed so far, I think, with the Sixers. 55 points on the best defensive team in the NBA. The Sixers are shooting 5 of 13 from 3, 38.5%, 51.3% from the field. Joel Embiid leads the team with 16 points in 18 minutes. The majority of that damage came in that first quarter, where Embiid kind of like sat the majority of the second quarter, played some in the second. Ben Simmons had an amazing first quarter, 10 points in 21 minutes and 6 assists. But the biggest stat there for Ben Simmons, one turnover. You love to see it. Danny Green had some moments there, 9 points, a steal, a block. Danny Green is 3 of 5 from 3. Tobias Harris has 8 points. Seth Curry's got a quiet first half, only 2 points on a floater off the backboard in the lane. But anyway, Sixers up 55-51. Early on, Joel Embiid was eating at the free throw line. Thunder Dude says very good half. Chris Dunn says B+. Yeah, let's talk about grades before we go on to halftime entertainment. I'm good with this. I think Ben, my man from Australia, nailed it. A- so far. If this is the game you're looking for, I'm very content. What about you, Justin? How would you grade this first half performance?
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, this is at that first half is as good as you can play against a team like this, in my opinion. Maybe like obviously you want your offense to do a little bit better in the second quarter, but the fact that they still played pretty decent defense, only held LeBron and Anthony Davis to 27 points in the second quarter. So ultimately, I think I can't ask for much better. I'm gonna give it a pretty like A-, B+.
Any thoughts on that, Vasilios?
I mean, if it wasn't any other team besides the Lakers with LeBron, like not a super team, but like maybe the Wizards or someone like not that good, I give it like a B-. But since it's LeBron and the fact that they held them, I give it like a B+.
Okay.
Like an 80, 87, 88.
Awesome. All right. Play that music. We need like Jeopardy music or something like that. We're going to get into our halftime entertainment. Mark says, free Whoppers from TPL for guessing that Sixer. That is amazing. But the winner does get a free year subscription to thepaintlines.com. You can't beat that deal. It is very, very precious. It's expensive, man. It costs a lot to be a subscriber to our website. I'm just joking. It's free.
Costs like 20,000 TPL points.
All right, here we go. Let's roll on. Let's play Name That Sixer.
Jesus.
All right. Justin, you're up. Name that Sixer, dude.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
Vlade Divac. I don't know.
Vlade, I see the Vlade a little bit. We have Steven says Furkan Aldemir. That is incorrect. I will say that is very close.
Furkan Korkmaz.
Vasilios, any guesses on that one?
From him, I haven't seen him, and I've been following the team since right when they drafted Joel Embiid. So I have no idea who this is.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably before that era, maybe. Judging the jersey, practice jersey.
They're not even in the Tiago. Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's
why I was
Tiago. Does that not look like Tiago? I think it looks
a little bit.
That is so funny. We did this Monday night, and the funniest ones were the wrong ones. People were guessing like Jason Blevins.
Before the night ends, can we please somehow get a screenshot of Tiago and line those faces up, and when he comes on for post game, we just have that ready for him?
Yes, I will do that 100%. I will do that. I can do that. All right. We have Marco Bellinelli. That's incorrect. Alexei Shved. Incorrect. No one's gotten it yet. No one's gotten it. Name that Sixer. The theme of today's Name That Sixer is Process Sixers. These are all members of the process. So if you guys can get it, and actually wrong guesses also win. If you have the best
Nikola Vucevic.
No.
I don't know who this is.
If you guess wrong, you also get 1,000 TPL points because I said so. No
Is
one's
it Ilya
guessing it.
Silva's brother?
No, it's not Ilya Silva's brother. The correct answer is Arsalan Kazemi. Does anybody remember Kazemi?
That name is crazy.
Arsalan Kazemi. All
Is he
right.
Turkish though?
He's in that like area.
Yeah. Maybe Armenian.
Antonio
Lebanese.
Banderas.
Yo, Ben says, Justin, keep the wild guesses coming, please.
Oh, it's so funny. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, Vasilis, you're up. Name that Sixer, man. Who is
All right,
that?
that's kind of old. I don't know why I thought the Kembe Mo, but I know it's definitely not him. Judging by the jersey, let's go. Is it after Al? It must be during like not Allen Iverson, but like 2000 to 2010 time period. Am I right about that?
Pretty close.
I'm definitely not guessing who it is.
All right, we have Steven. Oh, Nasty Nizzle got it right the first time from the Temple University. Lavoy Allen is the correct answer there. Nasty Nizzle. You get 10,000 TPL points. Great job, man. Great job.
Roy Allen.
Lavoy Allen. You remember that guy, dude?
Bro, I didn't watch basketball when that guy was probably in the league.
All right, let's go on to our next one. Name that Sixer. Who is that, Justin? Let us know. Jason Peters.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't he play basketball, though? I'm pretty sure he played basketball. Name that Sixer. Who's that?
Listen.
I know it's not Marco Benatelli, but we're just gonna go with that.
Alex Shved?
Yep. The correct answer is Alexei Shved. Alexei Shved. It's not Kukoc. Bobby Hoyer. Oh, you got a lot of Shveds. A lot of people got that right on the fans. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, very well done, guys. Well done.
I'm going to have to just do my research on the Sixers more just for this.
All right. All right. Vasilios, you're up, man. Name that Sixer. This one's hard.
Yeah. The only like Sixers I know that like are mediocre are the ones from the process, like Ishmis, Norris, Noel, Joel Okafor. I know he's not with those guys.
That's definitely Markelle Fultz, number 20.
Yeah. It's Markelle Fultz's father. It's his father.
We're getting a lot of Fultz, Thunder Dude, the real Markelle Fultz.
The OG.
It's not Isaiah Cannon. Marsta says his picks are too funny. Urkel, Bug-Eyed Bonzi Wells, and the pride of Penn State University, Art, though, gets it right. It is Tim Frazier. Good job, man. 10,000 TPL points to ADR, though. Good job, man.
I'm going to be honest, guys. Listen, I'm not looking at the comments when this stuff is going on. I have it full screen so I can see. So whatever they're saying, I don't see. So I said Markelle Fultz for anybody else did.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. You're up, you're up, Justin.
Oh, I think I might know this one.
He's very pale.
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it Starkis? Or that guy Starkis? I remember him.
Stauskas?
Yeah.
Nope.
Stauskas.
Oh, no, it's not. I would get Stauskas. I know who Nick is. I know that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grayson Allen.
It's not Grayson Allen, no.
Kai does look like him, though. Well, that jersey, he's foreign, so.
I have no idea.
Somewhere like we're not where Luca's from, but Porzingis, like around that area, Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, or whatever it's called.
Latvia.
Yeah.
Anybody know? My goodness! All right, we have.
Are people getting it?
Fave coming in with Arturas Gudaitis. Well done with the Gudaitis pick. Well done, Fave. You just nailed that. That's like 20,000 TPL points. If anybody knows that guy, the Sixers took him in the second round, and he was used in the famous Sacramento pick swap. And if you're a Rice to Ricky Sanchez fan, you know exactly who that guy is. So Arturas Gudaitis, man, awesome stuff. And a lot of people are like, who? Like, who's that?
I don't know.
That guy gave you the pick swap and Nick Stauskas, by the way.
All right, now give me the next one.
I did say Nick Stauskas. I got close with that one.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to our next. Name that Sixer. I think, is it you, Justin?
Wait a minute. He looks familiar.
It's a mix between Jimmy Butler and Robert Covington.
I wanted to say Covington too. That's what I wanted to say. The hair kind of looks like Covington.
Oh, it's Covington does not look anything like him, but the Rondae Hollis Jefferson. We're gonna go.
That's a good guess.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to remember what Ish Smith looks like.
No idea who this is. It's not. Did you say Ish Smith?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what he looks
Not
like.
Ish Smith.
I know it's not him. I'm trying to remember what he looks like.
I have. See, here's how you know he's bad. He's trying to wear that 23 jersey.
My clue will be he played for Rob Lange's favorite school.
Dude, I know what you're saying. That doesn't help me. So he plays for UNC. Anyone in the comments get it? I'm gonna look.
Nope. We have KJ McDaniels, no. Charles Shackelford's illegitimate son. Jimmy Covington, Landry Shamet.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. Isn't Shaman on like the Clippers now?
He's now with the Nets.
Nets, yeah, he's with the Nets now.
Tony,
he was in that game.
Tim Delaney coming in strong.
He definitely looked it up.
Well done, man. JP Tokido is correct from the UNC University.
So why is Rondae Hollis Jefferson a good guess?
I don't know. I can see why you said that. He kind of has the same facial structure.
Gotcha.
Bobby Abreu.
My
I love it when people like guess wrong, but Steven's on top of it too. Tokuto. Well done. We've got a couple more. Vasilios. Who is that? Name that Sixer.
Does Justin know?
I know, but I feel like I should.
I'm 15. I got the best excuse out of here, so
I feel like I should know who this is. Is he still playing somewhere?
That I cannot tell you. Actually, no, he's playing.
Is he playing in the EuroLeague? Is he in the
EuroLeague?
Say it again, Dibs.
He's playing in the EuroLeague right now.
Wait, when you say EuroLeague, which country specifically?
I'm
not
not
giving
Probably too much. Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not telling.
I was about to say, I can call my cousin. Probably knows who he is.
Meek Mills.
No, it's his father.
I don't know.
All right. Anybody? I don't see Demetrius Jackson is incorrect. Tim Hardaway Jr. is incorrect. No, this one's hard. This one's really hard. I'll give some. We're getting ready. I'm gonna wrap it. I'm just gonna say it's James Nunnally. James Nunnally from Cal. And then last one, real quick. Who's that? Free up for grabs. Anybody?
Tony Rodden.
Nope.
Jahlil Okafor.
It's definitely not Okafor.
No, I know.
Big Carey had
Henry Sims. Gint gets it. Henry Sims is the correct answer. Thanks for playing. Everyone here gets 10,000 TPL points and a free subscription to thepaintlines.com. Good job, guys.
If you didn't name that Eagle, I probably would have won, but
All right.
I probably would have had a better chance of winning that too, honestly.
Here's where the pain starts. Second half is underway. This is again, apologies, Vasilios, if I start cursing, but it's going to be happening.
My friend. You don't know half of cursing, which I know. I mean,
Right. Come on, Sixers.
I want money back, Connor. This thing's laggy. It's not even working.
Toby, big drive by Toby. Made the bucket, finished through contact.
Okay, there we go.
You got Danny Green defending LeBron James to start the second half.
Dives, real quick. I want to check your time. What's your time again?
I'm at 10:44.
Oh, I'm at 11:20. Oh no.
I'm at 10:05.
Let's go, baby. Steven says Benjamin. My goodness.
I don't know if it's just me, but on the TV, they have the sports app for I don't know if you guys have Xfinity, and I guess they changed some of the logos, and I guess for the Sixers, it pops up as Benjamin Franklin.
Let's go. Let's go. Six. Danny Green hits another corner three. He's now 4 of 6 from 3 tonight, 12 points. Danny Green's coming up large tonight. Many wanted Danny Green gone. I don't know, man. Danny Green's fitting like a gem in this starting lineup. I don't know, man.
It's not even just his offense either. It's his team defense that's making it's his team defense that's making a huge difference here more than anything else.
Oh, absolutely. By the way, the Sixers start off hot in this third quarter. 10-2 start. Sixers up 65-53. My goodness, man. Sixers are on fire. Tobias Harris, Danny Green. Wow, man. That is – talk about second half differential. We talked about it. The Sixers are the third best team in the NBA. 10-2 run against the Lakers. Their biggest test of the season. What a statement by the Sixers here early on in the third quarter.
Jaden's comment here, hot start, Doc showing his value. Do you think that does show a lot of Doc's value there? Oh, and Dives is gone. Okay.
I'll say yes, definitely, because Brett Brown would have went in the locker room and say, just keep doing what you're doing. Doc probably went in there, made some transitions, probably had a little talk with Dwight Howard and stuff, and just, was a team player.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Mm-hmm. I want to say the Washington game with the overtime. Doc did great, but I feel like Brett would have probably panicked and would have lost in the game.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Steven here says Danny Green is the perfect sidekick to the Stars. I can't think of a better one. I also agree with Steven here because something you've seen with Danny is he doesn't just try to force the ball into Joel. He'll make sure Joel can get positioning first and then wait. It just seems like his timing, his overall IQ for the game is just it fits very well. Whether it be him diving in for rebounds in clutch situations, whether it be him finding Embiid on the block, whether it be him leaking out and letting Ben Simmons hit him quick on a three-pointer like he just did. He just fits really well with the Stars on this team. Sixers look good when Ben passes, always.
What?
I don't know.
I like when Simmons laid out Anthony Davis. That was nice.
Oh man, what a start for the Sixers, man. That was fun. Dunnerty says even if Doc doesn't work out over time, we got Jay Blevins to fill in.
Yeah, you already know.
I hope Jason's going to be joining us during our post game show, where he shows us the post game interviews, literally well before you'll see it on NBC Sports Philly or ESPN. It's super early. Really kind of cool early access there and gives you a kind of fun perspective on what it's like to be an NBA beat writer. No, Gin, I'm sorry. Are you going to watch The Dark Knight? I had to say it.
I'm not giving them Connor's link because, once again, Connor's link is lagging.
Oh, no.
That's what he gets for being a Celtics fan. Giving me the worst.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know, man. What are your thoughts on Danny Green as player of the game here so far? Danny
you're
Green.
asking me?
I mean, Danny Green is coming up huge. Like this is a game that is so important for the Sixers and their mojo. And Danny Green is just being massive off the ball tonight. Massive.
I think with remember though, the Lakers is his old team. You always do better against your old team.
Well said. Well said.
But then
Yeah, I
again,
mean, Josh
the
Richardson
White's not doing
played.
that good either. But Danny Green is doing good, so I don't know if it's necessarily that.
Let me look at the stats quick.
Come on, man.
I would say it's either Ben Simmons or Danny Green. Honestly, Ben Simmons is having a hell of a game.
Great. Yeah.
12 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 6 for 8 from the field with 1 steal.
Jeez, man. This is a very positive game so far.
Oh, shoot. Harper's in the wrong feed.
Very positive game.
Agreed.
Man, is this real life? We have Dunder Dude saying Thiago could be the new Sixers mascot.
Definitely.
Thiago will be joining during our post-game show, so that'll be fun.
Simmons got fouled. Nice. Wait, I just tried. So I guess there's two things on this app. It's like the main feed and then the alternate feed. I just want to check, Dives, what time are you at? Just to see if this one's maybe better or faster.
I'm at 8:58.
Dang. I was like, wait, I'm at like 9:16.
My goodness gracious.
Joel, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Simmons
Come on,
shot was
baby.
more fluid on the free throw line.
My goodness, Sixers up 13 points on the champion Los Angeles Lakers. Blocked by Steph Curry. Oh, it was a jump ball? What was that?
It was a foul.
It was a foul?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. My goodness, man. I don't know. I need to see it again.
Oh, no. Danny Green on LeBron. Oh, no. Okay, LeBron bricked.
Man, Sixers need to go for the juggler here in this quarter. They need to go for the juggler.
I agree.
Here's the funny thing, too, is we're not usually a third quarter team. We're a fourth quarter team.
I know. True. Well said. But I don't care. Like you're playing against a great team like this. Take them out. We're Lakers look a little flustered as LeBron hits that three.
Yeah. I mean, hate LeBron or not, he's very good at identifying mismatches. And I can give him that.
Yep. Joel for 3. Come on. Get Joel underneath the basket. Come on, guys. Haven't really done that here in the third quarter yet.
They'll work him down there. They'll get to it.
Gasol for 3.
Damn, LeBron back-to-back misses.
Come on. Gasol cannot.
All right, let's be careful about our play-by-play. We're all in weird spots.
Sorry.
You're good. No, so let's talk about this right now. Sixers are still up. They're obviously having a little bit harder time on the offensive end at the moment, and the Lakers are kind of getting what they want. So, but I think we're still holding them. We're still holding them. I'm going to a timeout on my screen right now, but we're still holding them. What do you guys think the Sixers have to do to really close this game out? What do you want to see? I know Dibes just said getting Joel in the paint. Is there anything else, Dibes, that you need to see to get this game canceled? Get this thing closed out?
Yeah, let's just feed Joel down low. Keep getting those Lakers bigs in foul trouble. Let Joel Embiid eat at the free throw line. He's 8 of 10 right now. I'd also like to see Ben Simmons attack a little bit more into the paint, put more pressure on that Lakers defense for our Sixers shooters because Danny Green is really hot right now. Tobias Harris, 2 of 4. Danny Green's 4 of 6. Seth Curry's weird 0 for 2. Let's get Ben back to attacking the paint and forcing that perimeter more open looks for our shooters because it's clicking.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that you're seeing, the reason why Seth Curry isn't really getting his own right now is just because he's not really getting into his spots. I feel like he's not in the normal spots you'd see him, at least from what I've been able to tell so far. So I think that has to do with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Steven says pace. I don't know about that, dude. I don't know. I want to kind of slow this game down a little bit for Joel, and let's get this team taken out when the fourth quarter starts. Get Harrell, get Davis, get Gasol in foul trouble, and then we can see them kind of against the back of their heels when that fourth quarter starts. Because Joel Embiid, when this guy gets 15 or more post-ups in the paint, the Sixers are have a ridiculous winning percentage. It's absolutely ridiculous. We saw that in the first half. We haven't really seen it here in the third quarter. They need to start doing that more here after this timeout.
Do you think it's that Caldwell Pope is just playing very good defense, or that Seth Curry is just out of groove as to why Seth Curry hasn't been as effective, I would say?
Well, I think for one, his pace was ridiculous. Almost 70% true shooting percentage.
Yeah.
Well over 50% from three. Nearly 60% or something ridiculous in the catch and shoot. Like that, he was never ever going to be at that pace or maintain that pace. So I think there are multiple variables there. There's that. There's the fact that they've been playing with guys out, guys playing new roles, guys with expanded roles than they ever should because of COVID and the back-to-backs and Joel taking off and all that kind of stuff. So I think there are a lot of things there, but I'm not worried about Seth Curry. I think Seth Curry's going to get it back.
Yeah, I think Doc had a play in this too because he knew. I don't think he wanted to take the chance on trying to get Seth Curry back into his his normal self. I want to say, because the Lakers. So I think he's trying not to conserve him, but not really taking that many chances, I would say.
Is this true? Was Stephen A. talking about how Seth Curry played all year? Because I need to see that video. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I guess I don't hate Stephen A. as much as I should, because he hates the Cowboys, and the other guy, what's on the show, Max, he's the one who likes the Cowboys, and he hates Carson, so I've always been more on the Stephen A. side of things.
Be honest with you, man. Anything you watch on there is all narrative based.
It's not.
Oh, of course it is.
It's all entertainment.
It's all. I would almost bet that both of them could have the complete opposite opinions.
Oh,
of
Ben,
what they're actually talking about.
Finish that, Ben. All right.
Here's the thing and this is what I think should be nice for people to see and understand, is that we're not we're not losing and we're not playing well on the offensive end right now. You know what I mean? I think that's been the whole key to really to this team the whole year, is that we're winning games on the defensive end and the offensive end is just playing well. So the fact that we are still winning this game and the offensive struggling a little bit more right now, I think that just shows how good this team can be.
All right.
All right,
so
guys.
I'm going to say goodbye, man. Have a great night. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks. All right. Have a good night.
You too, dude. All right. That is Vasilios, one of our awesome commenters. during our TPL podcast shows, watch parties. Awesome dude. Much younger than I expected. Oh, Joel. Oh, my God. He landed on his tailbone. Oh, my God. That hurts so bad. I've done that before, man. That hurts so bad.
I don't think he landed on his tailbone, man.
You don't think so?
Okay, maybe he did. I don't know. He's not gripping there.
I just saw it.
He's still down.
Dude, that lingers too, man.
Well, here's the problem too: is something that he legitimately has had issues with.
His back?
Yeah, his especially his lower back. He's up and walking right now. I'm trying to read read his lips.
Oh. All right.
I think he told him. He just told Simmons he'll be all right, but it definitely did not look like. I thought he was gonna like really. I thought he was gonna really put on top of LeBron for a second there.
God, Ben and Joel hate each other. It's obvious.
Oh, definitely.
Remember that narrative that like,
bro. Here's the thing, and with that was something that really used to piss me off because I'm like, just because two of them are different, like different people, just because the two of them are like just different the way that they are in the public eye doesn't mean they hate each other. Like Ben's more like they're literally the complete opposite people. Like Ben is very like more reserved on the court, and then out in real life he's more public. He posts on social media more. He is someone who likes to go out more. Embiid is the opposite. Embiid is very open on the floor, very expressive, very out there on the court. And then in his regular life, in his home life, he's very reserved. Yeah. So it's just they're different people. They're different people, and that's okay. Doesn't mean they hate each other.
No, man.
It's literally just like Shaq and Kobe in the sense where, like, and Kobe is an insane worker, and used to always be in the gym, and and Shaq was not like that. Like, as simple as that.
I was told they hate each other, so that's a fact.
No.
Stop. Just stop. Wait, so the national narrative isn't true? They're lying? What?
Yeah, I'm low-key a little surprised that Embiid's still on the floor right now.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of surprised me that they didn't try to take him out and give him some rest.
Yeah, a little bit.
But, I mean, it could also be that they feel like it's just going to lock up if they take him out right now. But
I was just about to say that. It might be one of those things like if you let it rest, it's only going to just swell up.
Get worse.
All right, I've got 70 to 65 Sixers. Danny Green for 3. Oh, man.
Oh, excuse me. Keep burping. Ugh.
Save that for the highlight reel.
Oh my God.
Schroeder with a nice drive. All right, come on, Sixers. Little momentum shift here for the Lakers.
Oh, that's so weak. Come on.
Momentum shift going down.
He didn't even hit. Ugh. Oh my God, I'm Anthony Davis. Oh. Jesus Christ.
That's horrible. Oh my God, that is hard.
Dude, just wait till you see the replay. He like basically tapped his chin, tapped it, didn't, and then Anthony comes like holding his nose, like, oh, my nose. Oh, like, come on, man.
I mean, do you know what
the amount of acting is just ridiculous to me.
No, this is what I see. You start doing that bullshit when you know you're taking on a superior opponent. When you start doing that bullshit, that kind of clown act, that's when you know that Joel Embiid is eating, and you have to resort to this.
And now they're looking at it, and now they're legitimately looking at it to see if it's a flagrant. Oh my goodness!
What?
Yeah, they're literally looking at it.
Joel's hurt.
He went up with the ball, taking the ball, putting it up. He didn't do anything to hit him. Like, come on, man! I swear,
There were so many of these last
dude, they give him a flagrant 1.
How?
For unnecessary contact. Or I don't know if it was unnecessary, but I've read the lips and that's what it looked like. Such BS, man. Like, what?
This is the worst. I don't understand how that can be a flagrant foul. That is an NBA play.
That is awful.
God damn it. This is embarrassing. Straight, like, this happened so many times last year too.
It's called bailing out a team right there. Now they're going to be now the game's probably going to be tied up because they're going to get 2 free throws and they get the ball back.
It's 100% bailing out the Lakers.
Yeah.
But this is a Lakers team that is recognizing that they have to succumb to this in order to realize that they can, in order to beat the Sixers. That's what this.
I wouldn't even say it's the Lakers. I would say it's Anthony Davis realizing he can't check Embiid.
No, that's what I'm trying.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like they realize that Embiid is unstoppable. They don't have an answer for Embiid down low, and in order to do that, LeBron's flopping. Anthony Davis is flopping. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, and oh my God, they did. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wait till you watch that, but that's just amazing. It's amazing. Come on, guys.
All right,
what now? I don't know what just happened. This is where it's. I hate not being able to hear because I just don't know.
Yeah. Do we have a timestamp on when Joel Embiid fell and got hurt? Because
I don't know. Why?
I mean, it was just a massive shift since then. You could just
I'm not sure.
Not only was the air like completely taken out of Embiid, like so has the Sixers. That's what it feels like.
I feel like defensively we're still playing pretty well though.
Totally.
Like, here's the thing. I'm honestly with the amount of guys we like, and this is what I'm about to say. Come on, and this is what I've said in previous live streams as well. It's like the Sixers to me this year look a little bit like what the Miami Heat did last year, where like when they're down or like it's a close game, I feel like because of the amount of 3-point shooting we have on the team and the type of offense that we run, when you put the ball down in the post with Joel. It's he's either going to get a foul, he's making a bucket, or he's passing out to an open 3-point shooter. And I think that just because of that, it's easier to come back in games because you're able to get a lot of 3-point plays out of that. And oh my God, is Toby playing some nasty defense against Anthony Davis right now?
Toby's locked in right now. Look at his eyes. You look like I just saw it from that layup. Like you could see, like he is pissed off.
Oh my God, dude! See this, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. Tell me what I just said does not make this huge difference here.
Coyle, make that clip right now of Toby's defense on Anthony Davis, please. Please make a clip of that. Nasty.
Locked up, and then look what happens when we come down on the other end. But dude, this is what I'm talking about. This team, the way it's built, is capable of like capable of jumping up on a team quick because of the 3-point shooting, because of the amount of scoring we have and the multiple ways we can score now. We're able to jump on a team so much faster than we used to be able to.
This is that shit, man. This is the shit that we haven't seen in prior Sixers teams, man. I love that. Like the Sixers were down, like in previous 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Brett Brown, but you saw how many times did you see opponents go, or the Sixers go for like stretches of like 6+ minutes where they can't do anything with the basketball. They can't shoot. They can't dribble. It's just turnover. Like you saw that, like it was like 2 minutes where Joel Embiid fell. The Sixers looked flat, and they just came out. Tobias Harris looked determined. Shake Milton got a bucket. They played great defense, all led by defense. That's the difference of this team. This team just means business. This team is just more well prepared and determined and just better coached.
Sixers up 77-68 right now with 3 minutes left to play in the third. Tyrese Maxey's first time entering the game right now.
Wow.
Lineup out there is Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. It's looking like just tonight isn't really Seth Curry's night. You're not seeing much of him right now. Maybe he'll show up more in the fourth. But I think that
he'll be in the fourth.
Yeah.
Even if he's not making shots, believe me, he's still providing the
Great
threat
defense
and spacing that you need. All right, Tyrese Maxey time. Mad Max time. Just keep feeding Tobias and Joel Embiid. I mean, that's really what it is.
Yo, can you imagine if we had Dennis Schroeder off our bench?
I'm good with Maxey.
No, I am too, but I'm just saying, like, Dennis Schroeder is a beast in my opinion.
And Maxey just stripped the ball there.
No, I think it was Joel.
Was it Joel?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it looked like to me, at least.
Shit. Damn it.
Can we laugh at the other Kendall Jenner lover once you watch this, please?
What?
Just watch it.
The other Kendall Jenner lover.
Yeah, it's Kyle Kuzma.
Ew. Maxey just bricked one off a backboard.
Yeah, but did you see who it went off of?
Kuzma?
Yeah.
Did he date Kendall Jenner, I guess?
Yeah, he did. He dated him. He dated her after Ben did. That's why it's the light skinned Kendall Jenner lovers.
Okay.
That's like a big thing online. I saw it like all over Twitter when things were happening with that.
That whole thing with like Kendall Jenner sitting on the bench.
Courtside.
I hated that. Like Sixers Twitter was like eating it up. Like who the hell?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, they were like, oh, he's gonna lose every time she's there now. I was
it
like,
was
oh,
so dumb. I'm like,
stop.
let it go. It was so pathetic. Another bright and shining example of Sixers Twitter.
Yeah. Ooh, Matisse Thybulle's on LeBron right now.
All right, we got Maxey with a bucket there. A couple plays ago. Sixers are focused on, but that's not exactly the shot you want to see from Embiid.
Toby's having fun out there.
Yeah, dude, he looks like he's on a mission. He looks like he's pissed.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even know if it's pissed. Like he just looks like he just looks like he knows what he's doing. Like if we're honest with it, he literally looked confused last year.
Yeah,
like
he's
he did. Jesus, come on, Shake. He literally looked confused last year.
I see Tobias Harris, and this guy's he is locked in as a leader of this team.
Yeah,
he's not letting. He saw the Lakers and that whole momentum shift there halfway through the third quarter, and Tobias was like, "Nope, I am not." Oh my gosh, Matisse with the steal. Shake. Oh, Shake. Oh man.
Yeah, Shake is having a rough game. Dunder Dude said Toby is leading the young guys. Yeah, it's and that's a fact. He's playing good offense, which is honestly he and this is the thing with his contract and something that we've been talking about all year. It's like everyone coming into the season was concerned about that. Like we need him to be the player that we signed. And he has been. Like realistic, he has been.
Oh man,
You cannot ask for anything more from him right now.
he's going to be an all-star.
Oh,
And he might get more votes than Ben Simmons.
I think he's going to, unless Ben just like goes off this month or this coming month, which I could see happening.
Tobias is amazing right now.
Yeah, unless he does that, if Tobias keeps these numbers, and in my opinion, there's no way. Being that we're the number one seed in the East right now, no way we don't have 3 All-Stars.
There's no way.
Would you be surprised if we didn't have 3 All-Stars at this point?
Not at all. No, we said that during our last watch party. There is no doubt, and we talked about that during the post game too, that there's no doubt Tobias Harris is an all-star.
Yeah.
Absolutely no doubt. And that third quarter was a great example why. Because he almost single-handedly took the Sixers and put them back in this game. The Lakers were clearly on a run there with Joel Embiid hurting his back. And he picked the team up literally and defensively, offensively, and it's showing. He's got 17 points in 29 minutes, 6 boards, 2 of 4 from 3. Just really, really strong third quarter there. And you just see it. He's a leader. He's the leader on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And just something.
And here's the thing too: is on the court. I feel like on the court you have guys like Dwight. I mean, and mind you, like what I mean by that is like loud, like the rah-rah guys on the court are like JoJo, Dwight, guys like that. But like Tobias is the guy that's like a cool head, just like Danny Green is on the court. Like it's just there's different types of leadership, and also I think Tobias is that big leader off the court as well, like with personal things. And I think you've been able to see that even from a guy like Matisse last year, talking about how he was really close with Tobias.
That was always been the narrative. Like Tobias is a great leader off the court, not so much on the court. That is completely shifting this season, led by who else?
Doc Rivers offense.
Doc Rivers. Freaking Rivers. How great was that third quarter? Sixers outscored the Lakers by 3 points there in that third quarter. Really set a statement, especially from the jump of that third quarter. Just something you'd love to see from the Sixers, something that we haven't seen in a couple of years under Brett Brown. The Sixers make adjustments, and now we're getting to the fourth quarter where the Sixers defensively shine. And this is going to be a really, really fun fourth quarter to watch, guys. Buckle up.
You know what's going to be really funny, too, is like, you know how the narrative is like, okay, are we going to like for the Philly haters, it's are we trading Ben Simmons? Are we trading Tobias Harris? Guess what it's going to be tomorrow? Like I can almost bet you right now what's going to be tomorrow.
Trade Seth Curry.
It's gonna be they need a new point guard off the bench. They won against the Lakers, but they need to bring in a veteran point guard that can come in off the bench and run their off. Like that's what it's gonna be tomorrow, because they're gonna see Shake Milton, Tyrese Maxey, and Seth Curry all didn't play well today, or didn't play well as of right now today, and they're gonna be like, they're not gonna be able to last in a half court offense in the playoffs. That's what's gonna be.
100%.
And here's the thing, that may be true in some aspects, but it's just a bad game. Just a bad game from those 3 dudes, and that's okay. It's okay to have off days.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know how you can complain when the Sixers are upset.
No, I know. I'm just telling you what Sixers media, like mainstream media, is going to be saying.
I'm good with what I'm seeing so far, even from Tyrese, who's he's a rookie playing in by far the biggest game of his life.
Yeah,
by far, it's not even close, and he's got a bucket. So like, the team is locked in right now, and then you get Tobias Harris leading off the timeout with a steal.
Yeah. This is actually an interesting point though by Dunder Dude here. Like Korkmaz, and this because it reminded me, Korkmaz. What have we seen him?
No, we haven't seen him yet in the second half.
Like that's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Like I mean, mind you, because it seems like
Matisse.
Yeah, it seems Matisse is definitely getting those minutes right now. And with Seth Curry back, it's definitely hard because they're playing a bigger team. and a very strong offensive team, it's kind of hard to validate having Korkmaz in there on the defensive end. Nice take by Maxey right there. Sorry. I'll be careful by play-by-play, but that was real nice.
Ryan says it's got to be Doc Rivers. 100%. We've been saying it. How many times have we been saying this?
And that's something we even said before coming into the season, that we last year, and everyone was like over the offseason saying, let's trade Tobias Harris. He's not worth the contract. We need to get rid of him. Like, the biggest thing this year was, and we said it a lot, was, okay, we understand he didn't have a good year last year, but the coach we're bringing in right now has probably the best chance of letting Tobias get to his true potential.
Yep.
And we're seeing that come to fruition right in front of us right now. So I hope all the Tobias Harris haters are now glad that we did not trade this guy for basically a piece of shit.
Chris Corral says Simmons and Toby showing up defensively. People are flipping out over that Maxey drive, that super strong drive bucket by
Oh my God. Hold on. Did they really call something? Are you kidding me?
What are they reviewing?
Dwight Howard did like a swim move into trying to get inside positioning on Montrezl Harrell, and Harrell flopped and made it look like he was like, and they gave him a personal foul for it. It was not.
How much more can the refs do to keep the Lakers in this game?
Oh, they'll trust me. We're not even at the end of the game yet. They'll do it.
This is where a 7-game series against this team would absolutely drive me nuts. Absolutely drive me nuts. All these superstar Hollywood calls by the refs. This is terrible. Come on, that's back to back now. This is bad. This is bad, guys.
At least you can't say it was. If it was Anthony Davis, I would have said it's even worse. At least it's Montrezl Harrell. If it was like Embiid and Anthony Davis, I would think it's so much worse.
All right, come on, guys, let's go.
Toby.
Tobias, baby. Tobias just looks calm. He looks smooth. He looks confident. He's quick in his decisions. So far, Tobias is my second half player of the game right now. He looks terrific.
I agree.
Have I not said this? You're going to start seeing this offense evolve into Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. You saw that with the Clippers. Tobias Harris was top 3 in the NBA in points as a scorer in the pick and roll. You're going to start seeing this offense evolve into that as Ben Simmons learns, slowly. It's going to be incrementally. And you've started to see it in January where usage rate is Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. And Ben's got the lowest usage rate of his career. And Ben's still learning the ins and outs of how to impact the game without the ball in his hands. You're starting to see that. But you look at Tobias's success under Doc Rivers in 2018, pair that with getting Joel Embiid in better spots and Seth Curry's floor spacing. It's all really, really exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Ben Simmons coming back in the game. Tyrese Maxey still in the game with 10 minutes left, or 10 and a half minutes left in the fourth. On the court right now, you got Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, and Dwight Howard. And this is the lineup that we actually talked about. That I'm kind of surprised that that this is in here. Just being that, there's not a ton of spacing here.
Yeah, no spacing whatsoever. Let's see how this lineup goes. The Lakers are going to pack the paint here. Jesus, Dwight. Dwight is going crazy right now.
Dude, Dwight definitely had an illegal screen just now. Definitely an illegal screen that I just saw that was
What?
not called.
Yeah.
Wesley Matthews has a legitimate point to why he's upset about that call.
I'm pretty sure I saw him murder Harold down low, like very aggressively too, before that illegal screen. So
Yeah, they didn't even call the illegal screen. That's surprising to me.
Dwight's a little wild right now. It's making me feel a little uneasy.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Let's go, Shake.
We got Marquise in here saying shake, bucket, getter, Milton.
Let's go, Shake. Oh, man. That was a big bucket. Sixers up 11 on my end.
We got Bryant Baker, our fearless leader, in the Discord chat saying Sixers. He needs a Sixers-Lakers final. And if you do not already know this, we have a Discord. So go and join that. I believe it's at the top of our comment section. So please go join our public Discord. It has all of our TPL staff in there, including our Sixers beat reporters. Ask any questions you want as long as you're being nice, as long as you're being kind to everybody. We would love to have you in there with us.
Yeah, and that's where Vasilios, one of our big commenters, on Discord, he messaged me if he could join a little bit during our watch party. And I was like, yeah, man, let's go. Let's go. So we want to make this as interactive as possible. And you guys, credit to you guys commenting. You guys are awesome. Real actual knowledgeable fans, besides a couple of team. I'm not going to name them. But you guys actually have some very good input on Sixers basketball. And this is way better than anything you'll find on Sixers Twitter. Way better.
Yeah, did you see what Mark just said?
No. Their bonuses.
You ain't wrong. I'm wondering how long it's going to be until they move Ben Simmons over to covering LeBron.
I don't know.
Because mind you, I wouldn't be like, I'm not surprised on how they're trying to do it right now. They're kind of keeping LeBron on like the weak side. I'm assuming to try to get steals. Because that's usually when he does get his steals. He usually pokes him out during passing lanes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Probably 5-6 minutes left, I would imagine.
What, until they switch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they gotta remember this, guys, too. Embiid's not even on the court right now. And I just remembered Cork's in the game right now. And Tobias isn't in the game either. And we're still keeping a decent lead when did they just give out a tech? I don't know. I wish I had my sound. Vogel is not happy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
They gave out a tech to Coach Vogel.
Nice.
He's
Furkan, by the way, has played fine today.
Yeah.
Totally
and this is exactly what he needs to be on this team. He needs to be just a guy that comes in short minutes and is able to knock down his 3-point shots.
Yeah.
We're not paying him to do anything more. We're not.
I put the post-game link on YouTube and Facebook and pinned it. So we will be going to our post-game show with Tiago right when the game clock hits 0. So that is the link to join us during the post-game show.
Damn, Cork got scared.
Nice.
I'm actually wondering, like, Embiid might be struggle a little bit when he comes out, because he definitely looks like he's real stiff off on the bench right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven, very, very good observation right there. Good turnover by Cork. You're gonna see this in a second, Devs, but he literally
Cork is out of bounds.
No, he literally just like I think he I want to say that he traveled, but it was hilarious. Freaking hilarious. He
Yeah,
literally
I saw him just run out of bounds.
I don't think so.
He had the ball and he just kind of walked out of bounds.
Yeah, this is Chris. Good point here. Great defense by Thibault at the end there, covering LeBron on the corner 3-point shot. Didn't foul, but got right up in his business. Oh, he called a timeout. Smart.
Oh, was it a timeout?
Oh, okay, Ben. That makes more sense. That was a really smart called timeout then. Because he had LeBron like literally like surrounded him like in the corner with he had no outlet pass open.
Oh, what annoying.
Tease's values on defense needs to work on offense still. Yeah, I think that's obvious, and that's been something that's more than obvious even since came in as a rookie. And I think that's something that he can get better at. He's never going to be. I truly don't think he's ever going to be this like 38 to 40% three-point shooter like everyone wants him to be, especially not on a team where to me, he's not capable of being a starter on this team unless he's shooting that at almost 40%. Because although his defense is very valuable, because Danny Green's out there, if we don't have Danny Green and Matisse is out there getting more shots and he's able to hit more, then yes, he takes those minutes. But because we have a guy like Danny Green who can hit better than him and still plays decent defense, and we got a guy like Seth Curry who can usually hit three-pointers at a 45-50% rate, it just doesn't make sense for him to be in the starting lineup. And until he can hit from three, I don't think he's going to be.
We talk about what's going to win this game. And during our pregame show, we talked about defense. Defense is going to win the Sixers this basketball game. The Lakers have 81 points here with 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Only one time this season against Memphis did the Lakers score under 100 points, and that was a win against Memphis. Something to keep in mind.
Look at Dibes coming at you guys with the stats.
I try.
I try. It's just my specialty.
No, it's not. Not even close.
like Dibes is the best stat guy in TPL. Don't you guys know that?
No, it's not even close.
No, we're gonna give that title to Tiago and Brock.
Marquis says Thibault and Simmons need to work on their offense. Yes, 100%. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Harrell is sucking wind.
Good. Again, like we said, this is their fourth game in 7 nights. They should be really tired by now, the Lakers.
Right now, 8 minutes left in the game. We have Milton out there with Matisse Thybulle. Who else is there? Furkan, Simmons, and Howard. Matisse still playing really good defense on LeBron. They have Ben on Anthony Davis, and they have Matisse. So that Matisse on LeBron, Ben on Anthony Davis right now.
Thank you, Dunder Dude, by the way, for that comment. I'm working on it.
What'd you say? Sorry, I'm really tuned into this game right now.
Dunder Dude says, don't forget to compare Tiago to that picture.
Oh, true. Nice block by Ben. Where's the foul?
All right, I'm going to mute you for 1 second, right?
Yeah, you're good. I don't understand where the foul is right there. It doesn't make any sense. See, and this is basketball for me, guys. In ways that that it annoys me, especially in big matchups like this, is that I feel like there really is times where they bail out teams, and I understand there have been times where Embiid gets bailed out, obviously, but I feel like there is so many times where guys like high level guys in the league, like Anthony Davis or like LeBron James, will get like bailed out kind of calls at the end, like right at the end of games to keep something close or to make it interesting. And I'm just like, dude, I understand NBA wants viewership, but it's just, ugh. Joel Embiid, by the way, 7 minutes, 50 seconds left in the game. Anthony Davis at the free throw line, and Embiid comes back in the game. We shall see what happens, but he had something on his back when he was coming in, so we'll see what happens, how he's moving. And by the way, I think it's important to say, Anthony Davis only has 19 points right now in the game. And I think if you guys remember me telling you I don't know what the stats line up in his career, but from every game I've watched Joel play, Anthony Davis does not go well for Anthony Davis normally. So just wanted to make sure that's out there. Also, Ben Simmons, 15 points right now, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. So I think it was 9 assists actually. Hold on. I could be wrong. Let me look real fast before I start lying to you guys. Hold on.
All right, I got it.
Ben Simmons right now has, come on, put him up. Ben Simmons has 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Let's go. Triple double.
Trade him. He sucks. Trade him. Trade him.
God, it's ridiculous.
I want Bradley Beal. I want Bradley Beal for Ben Simmons, right? Right?
It's painful.
Makes a lot of sense, right? No. This is like literally this game you're watching is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this game and why you don't trade Ben Simmons for Bradley Beal. It really is. Like, you're not guarding this team right now if you don't have Ben Simmons on your team.
You win by defense.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Oh, baby.
Yo, that's going to be all over Twitter and Instagram tomorrow. That is going to be all over Twitter and Instagram. I don't care that. Oh, my, that was hilarious.
No way, man. Dude, when Joel makes those kind of shots, you know it's an MVP season.
Yeah, I mean LeBron comes down on the other end, but it was still like that. That's one of those circus shots that ends up on.
God, just stay healthy. Just stay healthy, man.
Yep. Dude, that ball literally like went above the shot clock board.
By the way, there was a great example of Ben Simmons taking Anthony Davis to the rim and going to his left, but trying to finish with his right and just completely bricking it. Luckily, he was able to put it back with a second chance opportunity there, but use your left, Ben. How does Joel make that? That's when Joel makes that shot, you know it's like he's locked in. His touch is ridiculous right now.
His touch is ridiculous, and I mentioned that earlier in the stream, but it really is. It's ridiculous how big he is and the amount of touch he can get on a basketball, and it's not normal. Like, you can already see it with a guy like Ben Simmons, who does not have good touch on a basketball. Or you can see it like Anthony Davis is another example where he's a guy who has amazing touch on a basketball. It's just there's some guys that it don't matter how big you are. It's just they just have that. They have it. They have that flick of the wrist.
Yeah. I'm struggling to find a player of the game for this one, man. I'm struggling.
Oh, I'm not. I already have mine.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
To me, it's yes, it's hard, but to me, it is more than obvious.
Okay.
Just because, never mind. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast because I'm in a commercial.
Yeah. Guys, who would be your player of the game right now? Because I'm really struggling to point one out. I want to go one direction, but I think there's more than a couple really solid options. tonight before we get right. We're trying to get ready for our post-game show. The Sixers are up 12 here, 6.5 minutes left, 96-84. The Sixers defense has been terrific here in the second half, as we discussed and we expected. The Sixers are outscoring the Lakers 41-33 here in the second half, led by Tobias Harris in that third quarter. Joel Embiid has 25 points in 31 minutes. He's a plus 19. Danny Green has shot the lights out from three. Tobias Harris really led this team when that kind of momentum shift was going towards the Lakers there in the third quarter. Ben Simmons was absolutely terrific, has been absolutely terrific so far today. Nearly triple-double. He has 9 assists and 1 turnover. That's everything for Ben Simmons. When Ben Simmons has 1 turnover to 9 assists, you know things are going well for the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's go to the comments here. So far, Ben, player of the game, says, Ben, you're from Australia. Of course. I'm just playing. Marquise says, Embiid's the MVP. Ben's defensive player of the year. Shake 6-man. Tobias All-Star. Doc coach of the year. Daryl Morey. Just everyone. Everyone gets an award. Let's go to Marky215 says, Ben did all the dirty work today. Doc Rivers for player of the game. Well said. I like that choice.
I don't think he's a player, but maybe a few years ago.
I'll take it. Rob says player of the game is Ben. All right, game's back on. Thanks, guys. And Glenn says Korkmaz, who's making me eat crow tonight. So Korkmaz played well.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. My player of the game is Ben Simmons right now. That's what I was talking about before I went to the restroom.
No pass to Danny Green. Let's go. My goodness, man. Yeah, that's a triple-double, right? You need an assist. Yep. Officially triple-double for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons gets a triple-double here. Where are we at on the season? Is that his second or third?
That's his third. Yeah, I think it's his third triple-double of the season.
One.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure Gint bet that.
I think he did too.
I think Gint bet a triple-double tonight. Didn't you say that on
I think he did.
Can we get Gint in here?
Gint, if you're watching, come celebrate with us, man. Because I'm pretty sure he did on the Daily Dose. Marquis saying Lakers trying to play physical now, knowing that they're just like Boston, soft. You saw that in the second half. Am I lying?
We're out physicaling them though on the inside.
You saw that. You saw that. No, really towards the end of the first half, where LeBron, Anthony Davis, everyone on the Lakers started flopping because they realized that they had no answer for Joel Embiid, no answer at all for matching up against Joel. And, oh, my gosh, Tobias Harris. Come on, man. Tobias Harris. Can we talk about Tobias Harris? What an epic performance. How many times this year have we said we need Tobias, or last year, have we said we need Tobias to step up in big games? He has done that again and again and again all year long. Tobias Harris is really playing phenomenal basketball, and he has been all January, all season long, but it's only getting better. And this is a statement game as much as it is for Joel, as much as it is for Ben. I think Tobias Harris has enough stock in this game to claim easily all-star candidate here.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, though, Danny Green is struggling guarding Dennis Smith-Schroeder right now, which, I mean, doesn't surprise me much because Danny Green's lateral quickness just is not there as much as it used to be in his younger years. But he's definitely struggling guarding him a little bit. And you've noticed that all game, to be honest with you.
I really want to hold the Lakers under 100.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I really want to hold them under 100. That would be so
Dude,
cool.
I do too, but I severely doubt it.
That would be such a cool.
We're talking. There's four.
Right.
This to me is like LeBron James. To me, it's like Tom Brady. There's 4 minutes left in the game. They're only down by 10. There is a very good chance that they score 10 points in 4 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you think Joel Embiid will sit after this game?
When's the next time they play?
That's a great question. I don't know. Hold on one second. All right, they've got still loading. They've got Minnesota on Friday night. Yeah, that'll be fun. They've got Indiana on Sunday night, and then
I think there's a shot that he doesn't play Friday. Is it so? Are they both home games?
They've got a 3-game road trip coming up. So if he
I could see
go on a
them.
road trip, he's got a week off. You think, guys, in the comments, do you think he will play against Minnesota on Friday night? Something to think about. We'll see.
I think he'll go on the road trip, but he doesn't play Friday.
Okay.
I think that they're gonna have to play him against the Pacers with Domantas Sabonis and Miles Turner. Actually, no, I think Sabonis just went down.
Think about Towns versus Embiid though. There could be pride on the line. Maybe those two hate each other.
Wait, isn't Towns sick? Isn't Towns out?
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he's sick. Oh my God, Toby. Jesus. I'm pretty sure Towns is sick.
Oh man.
I could be wrong. Let's bail out Anthony Davis one more time. Let's do that one more time.
There's the Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid pick and roll, man, all day long. All day long. How much did we talk about the Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid pick and roll? I think you're seeing the Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid pick and roll truly shine here.
Well, I don't think that should surprise anybody either. Like Toby is legitimately a good guy in the pick and roll. Like he has been for most of his career, especially in his years with Doc Rivers. So I don't think that should surprise anybody.
Wow, Ben Simmons is 13th all time in triple doubles, and he's 24 years old. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Marquis says player of the game in order is Ben, Tobias, then Embiid. I think I fully agree with that.
I think the only reason why Embiid hasn't been in this game longer, wasn't in this game more, was Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Again, guys, we'll be going to our post-game show when the clock hits 0. If you're watching us on YouTube, the link for that post-game show is pinned. It's on the top of the chat. Please click that when we click this. Oh my God, Joel. Dude, this is really happening.
Yeah.
This is happening, guys. You're watching the best team in the NBA right now.
Yep.
They're going. It's too early. I'm not going to say that.
Joel has 28 points. He's shooting 50% from the field at 8 for 16. Think about that. Joel on 16 shots has 28 points.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, mind you, that's because of a lot of free throws too. Don't get me wrong.
And then people get their panties in a twist when they see James Harden with 35 points on 35 shots.
Yep.
It's a different ballgame, man. Joel plays a different ballgame.
The Sixers play a different ballgame. When you got a guy with a post presence like Joel, and mind you, listen, I'm going to say this right now. This game is not over. It's 105-98 Sixers with 2 minutes left in the game. This game is not over. The Sixers need to keep scoring. They need to keep playing good defense. If they do not, this game could turn around.
Damn it. We're not going to hold them under 100.
No, there's no way. It's not good. I told you that. There's no way. There's no way. This team has too many offensive weapons to hold under 100.
Man, Seth has been super quiet. Oh, step back three. Oh.
Doc literally just said to the Sixers on a timeout, said, "What are you guys doing?" He literally took his mask down and yelled, "What are you guys doing?" Dunder Dude said he just lost internet. Oh my god.
No.
Awful.
Oh my god, it's a 4-point game with 1:45 left. Oh my god. All right. I'll be right back.
Run. Marquis says defense is the issue. Yeah, defense has been struggling a little bit. It looks like they were just kind of got lost right there at the end. I don't think it's necessarily laziness, Steven. I think it's more just they lost their guys right there. Marquis says defense wins championships. I don't disagree with that. I think the key thing is right now is the Lakers were kind of shutting down their offensive system when they came down the court on that last possession. So Seth Curry ended up having to take a shot. That wasn't exactly the best shot, obviously. And they're a little lost on defense right now. They're not being lazy. I think it's more they just weren't getting to where they needed to be. So I think once they figure that out, we'll be okay. Doc literally came out right before the timeout and said, "What are you guys doing?" So I think it's going to be all right. I think they are going to get back into it. We got 1:45 left in the game. Sixers up 105-101. Sixers have the ball. Ben Simmons throwing it into Seth Curry right now, and we will see what happens. Clock's going down. The Lakers are on an 8-0 run in the last minute and a half, so that should just show Sixers are down right now, but the Lakers are just on a run. Now we got to go on a run, or the Sixers have to go on a run, I mean.
All right, I'm about to mute everybody here.
He's gonna mute his audio so that so he doesn't have to hear me talking, because I am gonna be reacting for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a play-by-play of what's going on, since now he cannot hear me. I'm gonna give you guys the last minute and a half. Anthony Davis just turned over the ball going out of bounds, and a BS call just now by Tobias Harris running around a screen. Contavious Caldwell-Pope taking what looked like a charge. I got to see it again to believe it. Doc might challenge it, but looks like Doc is not going to challenge it, because if they lose the challenge, they only have one. They have no timeouts left. That did look like it wasn't much of a charging foul, but what are you going to do? You're playing the Lakers.
Come on.
And there's Dibe seeing that one. We'll be all right. Joel Embiid on LeBron James at the top. Looks like LeBron's going to take a three. No, he's driving in and pass out to Contavious. Shot and makes it. And looks like the Lakers are making this a game. The Lakers and Sixers. Sixers 105. Lakers 104 with 1 minute left.
Man.
The Lakers are on an 11-0 run right now. 55 seconds left in the game. Shot clock counting down. Ben Simmons has the ball. Joel at the top, going in, driving in, takes a mid-range shot, and he misses it. Danny Green with the rebound, passes out to Tobias Harris. Ben Simmons has the ball. 40 seconds left. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. 105-104 Sixers. Passes to the corner, Danny Green. 3 seconds left on the clock. Misses the shot. Turnover. Clock's going. 26 seconds left on the clock. 19 on shot clock. Still 105-104 Sixers. This is crazy. LeBron has the ball on Ben Simmons in a pick and roll. Timeout Lakers. Timeout Lakers. Craziness happening right now. This game is a game, and this is what we were talking about. The stressful game at the end here is what we thought was going to happen. The Sixers offense goes cold, and that is what is making this game the way it is. The defense is happening for both teams right now. Wow. We are in a game. Sixers still up 105-104. I don't remember how many seconds are left in this game. I don't remember how many seconds are left in this game, but it is nuts right now.
My goodness gracious. What is going on right now?
Sixers offense goes cold. That's what's going on right now.
Big time. They're literally playing to lose. They're playing to lose. They just put their foot off the pedal, and it became a possession game, and they got scared.
I think they'll be all right. I really do. I think we just got to keep it going on the defensive end. Here's the issue. Here's the issue here. LeBron James is, if not the best in the league at this, one of the best in the league at this in late games, clutch moments. And right now, he has the ball. And
what about these flops? They're like,
yeah, but let's not. I don't think the flops are the issue here. I think right now the issue is we've missed a few open shots at the end of this game, and one of them being Joel Embiid in the mid range, which he has been making normally.
all right, I'm out.
All right, guys. Alex Caruso passing the ball with 19 seconds, 12 on the shot clock. So Sixers can still get a possession if they miss. Ben Simmons on LeBron at the top of the arc. Anthony Davis gets the ball in, and they score. 11 seconds left on the clock. Sixers take their final timeout. 106-105 Lakers. Lakers first lead all game, I believe. Anthony Davis with an easy bucket on a pass from LeBron James. Joel Embiid gets screened going in and wasn't able to keep up with Anthony Davis running into the key. So that is what is going on right now. Basically, Sixers are going to be able to win this game if they want. It's probably going to come down to Joel Embiid in the paint. They're only down by 106-105 Lakers.
Wow.
I have a strong feeling Joe's going to get in the paint, and to be honest, this is going to depend on the MVP thing. If Embiid can sit here and pull this out, if Embiid can sit there and be the clutch player that he is, this could be a Sixers W. We're going to see what happens. But this is what, and I'm going to be honest, this is what I was talking about, guys. There was 4 minutes left in this game, and the Sixers were only up by like 10, 15 points. I was like, listen, LeBron is one of those players that can bring them back into this game, and he has. He's got open looks, and the refs have kept them in this game, if I'm honest, and a lot of times. And we just started missing shots at the end.
Sixers haven't scored a bucket at the 3-minute mark.
Yep.
A single point in the last 3 minutes. Unbelievable.
I agree. Okay, game's about to start back up, Dibes. Can you audio? Danny Green has the ball and is going to be passing it in, looking like he's going to be trying to get it. He gets it to Seth Curry, 10 seconds left on the clock, dribbling back behind the arc, gives it to Tobias Harris behind the three-point line at the top of the key. Tobias dribbling in, takes a mid-range shot, and makes it. Tobias Harris makes the shot. 2.4 seconds left on the clock. Sixers up 107-106. They pass it to Anthony Davis. He has it half court, tosses up a lob, and misses it. Sixers win 0-0 on the clock. Sixers win 107-106 final. Toby coming into the end, playing to that max contract, and hits that game-winning shot with 2 seconds left in the game. What else can you say about that? And Dives just seeing the result. Tobias Harris hitting the game winner with 2.4 seconds left. You can't say much about that. Tobias Harris playing up to his contract and getting the W for his team with a nice mid-range shot over Alex Caruso. All cotton.
Oh my God. Let's go.
All cotton from Tobias Harris. And we got Tiago coming in. Tiago at T Scabia. What is your reaction to this game?
Right now.
Yo, worth every penny,
guys,
man.
go over to the post game. We'll be right there.
All right.
Go get back there.